Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with another video, another call-in show. We're here, man. It's been a minute. I don't know if I did a call-in show last week. I don't think I did. Man. So if I didn't, apologies. We did do one about 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, we're here. We're live. We're kicking. This is your time to call in. Man United fans only. You know the score. You got about 5 minutes to call in. If you're doing well, I might give you a couple of more minutes extra. If you're waffling, you know what I mean, you know the score, innit? You feel me? Get to your point. Be concise. I'll try not to interrupt unless you say something mad that gets me cancelled. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's a free for all. Man United fans, camera must be on. If you haven't got your camera on, you're not calling in. You know what I mean? It's 2025 now. I can't be doing people without cameras on. You can't be shy, man. You know what I'm saying to you? This is life, man. Just pretend we're on the streets. We're having a chat about Man United. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Call-in show. Camera must be on, and you have 5 minutes. I'm gonna send the link out now. Basically, you're gonna get a link right now. You call in now, and that's it. Really, you just press on the link. If the studio's full, then you know why, because that means a lot of people are trying to call in. So yeah, man, first come, first serve. And yeah, we're gonna be about 2 hours. So if you're watching this right now and you delay it, I'm live for 2 hours. So by 2:13, I'm out of here, man. You know what I'm saying to you? We do too long sometimes, man. Oh yeah, big up to Sophia as well. Sophia became a member as well. Shout out to Sophia, man. Dobby's in the chat for Sophia. She became a member as well. So, Sophia, if you're good, when do we do another call in? Next week. We're going to be doing these weekly anyway. So, next week, you'll be able to call in. And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You'll have your say. You'll have your moment. And, yeah, so big up, Sophia. Thank you very much for becoming a member. And, yeah, let's get straight into it, people, man. Make sure your camera's on, people. I see people at the back, no cameras on. Lechi, talk to me.
Well, listen, we are officially at a crisis. The stadium is a mess. The men's team finishing 17th, going trophyless. 16th, sorry, going trophyless, potentially 17th. Debt is at an all-time high. The board is a mess. Question marks over the manager, question marks over the squad. Women's team aren't pulling up any trees. I mean, it's absolutely dire right now. And you know what? Sheikh Jassim must be laughing his ass off right now, because he's probably thinking to himself, he's probably sitting there, you know, somewhere in the Middle East, thinking and saying to himself, you know what? All you people in the English media who ran PR campaigns for Sheikh Jassim, how do you feel right now? This is what you wanted. This is what you got. I could have come in. I could have Manchester United under my watch could be playing PSG or Inter in Champions League final. They could be competing for the title. They could have been in the FA Cup final. They could be moving in the right direction. But you know what? You lot ran a PR campaign for him, and this is what you got. So congratulations. Hope you're happy. Regarding Amorim, sorry, he's got to go, because the fact of the matter is, 3 at the back, 5 at the back, whatever you want to call it. This isn't Syria. This ain't Italy. This ain't the 90s. That's an outdated system that works in that country and that country only. No offense to Portuguese managers, but I don't like their football. Nuno, Jose, Amorim, they all play the same brand. Sit back, sit back, sit back, counter. No, no, no. We don't do that. We go out, we fight, we attack, we suffocate, we dominate. That's what we do. And this send the ball out wide, cross the ball into the box, hoping Harry Maguire gets under that. Are we Stoke City now? Are we Bolton Wanderers? Are we West Brom? Nah, come on, there's levels to this. Guy's got to go. And he can take Onana, Maguire, Lindelof, Evans, Dallo, Shaw, Ericsson, Casemiro, Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony, Sancho, Mount, Hoyland, all of them out the door.
Mm.
Goodbye, good riddance. Don't let the doorknob hit you at the good will split you. Like, come on. There's levels to this, man. Like, we, that was a horrific game, and for being honest with ourselves. But Tottenham they barely laid a glove on us. Barely, and that happened in a Europa League final. Yeah, embarrassing. So all in all, just burn the entire establishment from top to bottom, right down to the ground, and like a phoenix, rise up, be stronger, be better than we were before. So yeah, dark times ahead. We're gonna have to start eating shit and liking it because that's what we're gonna have to put up with.
Rice and peas. Yeah.
No, no,
Just
no. Forget. Listen, from now on, it's just plain rice. No, if we have meat, that's icing on top of the cake. But even when we do get the meat, it's no
us.
seasoning, no
Yeah.
salt, no pepper, nothing. For no dessert, yeah, just drink plain water afterwards, and that's it. That's what we're gonna have to get used to from now on.
Mm.
So it's dark times ahead. I don't think people can really come to terms or grasp how bad it's going to be. And you know what? Like I said, Sheikh Jassim is laughing his socks off because he's thinking to himself, boy, I could have changed. None of this would be happening if I was in charge. None of this. I could have made this team prime Real Madrid times three, but you lot wanted this fraud, this clown in charge, and you got him. So congratulations.
Yeah. Lecture, man. Thank you for jumping on, man. We'll catch up again.
Yeah, yeah.
Love. Big up to Lecce. Big up to Lecce. First call of the day. Guys, 5 minutes. Like I said, my United fans only. Please don't call in if you're not a United fan, please. There's a lot to get through. I only have 2 hours. Four.
Yeah, hello.
Can you hear me,
Can you hear
yeah?
me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. What are you saying?
You know what, man? I'm gonna start with Garnacho.
Start, bro.
He,
Start.
his ego. We made his ego to what it is now, in my opinion,
Yeah, I agree.
because
I agree.
because he was moving very good first season, second season. Ronaldo comes in. We gave him that hype. We gave him the chant of "Viva Garnacho." We made him the arrogant guy he is now, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because he thinks he's up there with his brother as well. And yeah, I disagree that 20 minutes for Garnacho is a disgrace in my opinion. I think it's a disgrace. Honestly, because you got people like Mount who hasn't even been playing 90% of the season. He has one good game in a semi-final and he starts the final. It shouldn't work that way really. They should make their way off. Choosing an injury-prone player over injury-free player. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I
So I
agree.
think that I think I would have done the same as Ganacho, but him leaving by Amorim, what he said cannot be justified, and he has to go. And
Mm.
to people saying Amorim out, what have we done to all of these managers? We give them 2 seasons, they have one shit season, and then they're gone. That's what we've been doing for the past couple of years, starting from Moyes. From Moyes, you give them a season, 2 seasons, they do one good season bad, then they're gone. Which is why, in my opinion, you see teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, they do good because they stick with their manager. Like Arteta had like rubbish season since he came
Mm.
in. He's going through phase fucking 29 for all we know.
just to stop you there though, with Klopp though, they gave him time because he had pedigree. He won stuff with Dortmund, so maybe that's why they probably gave him time. Arteta, it's maybe an anomaly. Maybe they did give him time, but equally he could have been sacked. You know, we don't want to kind of look at Arteta because they're 5 years without a trophy. You know, they're not really going anymore.
But you're seeing how they're performing now, though. Semi-finals of Champions League. 3 seasons in a row, they're getting second place, even though they should have got first about 3 times in a row now. But they're bottle jobs though, so what can we expect in it?
The thing is though, dude, have you seen anything in Amorim? Be honest though, like I know. Listen,
you know what?
Have you seen anything though, or is it more both based on hope?
You know what? From the time he came in, I've seen like he wants to be the man, but his results they don't reflect it because of the players. The players don't want to play for him, which is why in the finals you can.
Are you sure they don't want to play for him? Are you sure they want to play for him? I don't think it's a case of don't want to play for him. I just think the manager hasn't found a formula to win games.
I don't think they do. And last night, not last night, but on a Wednesday night, it pretty much summed up. It pretty much summed up the players, because they've been here from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's time. They came in a must-win game, and they put a shit performance.
Yeah.
I reckon Nottingham Forest would have won the Europa League if they were Spurs.
Nottingham Forest.
I reckon Nottingham Forest, they were Spurs, they would have beat them. We were 17th, and tomorrow we might not get over 40 points. Our worst season, and I've seen some shit seasons. But you know what? To say Ten Hag is rubbish, and then look, he got 8th place. Amorim came in, he was like a couple points off Champions League, and it was in November time. He comes in with 17th. But I'm saying to you, we keep Amorim. You get rid of all the players, Bruno especially, because I feel like he's done his time and we failed him as a club.
Yeah.
I truly believe we failed him. And then we get like 120. We bring 6 players in, maybe 5. Garnacho's got to be gone. We'll rack up at least 100 million, maybe 90 with Sancho, Rashford, and Anthony. We get them gone and we buy more players, a bit of experienced players.
Okay. We'll see, man. Cathor, man, nice one for coming on, bro. Appreciate it, man.
And you know what? I went to Bilbao and I actually text you. So on your
you
stream.
text me on Instagram.
I didn't see you. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. I was there, but maybe we didn't see each other, man. You get me, bro?
I was waiting at the car park, man.
Bro, there's about 1,000 car parks in Bilbao, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was in one of them at least. But listen, Cathor, man. Big up to you, man. We'll catch up again next time, man.
Yeah, big up, man.
Yeah, bless up, man. Bless up. Let's bring on Paul. Paul is in the building. Paul. What do you say, bro? Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can. I'm out the country. I'm in Nigeria, so the Wi-Fi might be
Nigeria. Wow.
Yeah. I told you I was going out the country, but yeah. I mean, I'm just make it real quick. The manager needs to go. I said that last time. He's not good enough. Yeah, the players are not good enough. Ineos have fucked us over. Yeah, it's just for me. When I watched that final, it's just, I just felt bad. Like Tottenham beat us with ease. I mean, without ease, sorry. Like it was just so easy because we had no attacking threat. Garnacho, Højlund, Mount, none of these guys did anything. Like honestly, no one did anything. And what's even pissing me off was that I after all the superstition, I was like, oh, I travel out the country. I even had my grandma praying for me, praying for this team. And we still lost, man. Like, it's just, for me, it pisses me off, And I don't even know. Yeah, it pisses me off, man. My Wi-Fi is tripping. But, yeah, like, the club needs to sell all these players, man. and the manager needs to go. The manager needs to go ASAP. We can't have a manager finishing 17th place. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. I don't know why United fans think that if you give this guy 7 new players, that all of a sudden things are going to change. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Nah, he has to go. People are celebrating Garnacho leaving. He needs to leave with him. He needs to go with him ASAP. There's nothing anybody could tell me. I don't care what this guy does. I don't even care if he wins me the Premier League. The embarrassment of his season is already too much. It's too much. He needs to go. Like, honestly, like, I'm actually so annoyed right now.
Do you think they'll sack him, though? Do you think they'll sack him?
I don't think they'd sack him. That's why the ownership is just really, it's a joke. That's why everything about this football club right now is a joke. Even the fan base are a joke. How can you have people even, I'm not trying to take shots at the last caller, but the last caller is saying we failed Bruno. Bruno failed himself because he's a shit player. That's what it is. He's a shit player. And we inflate egos and we try to make people bigger than they are. He failed himself because he's a shit player. Because every time it matters, he never turns up. He never, ever, ever turns up. I've never seen a player like that. But people want to talk about this guy being our best player. I'm done with that type of talk, man. I'm done with that narrative. He's not good enough. He needs to go to Saudi, get your money, and live your life. We need new players. We absolutely need new players. This is unacceptable. This is 39 points. We might not even reach 40 points. And people are just trying to act like it's okay. You're going to get some idiots clapping these players off tomorrow. Like what type? Like, bro, it's like I'm in a simulation with a bunch of loser fans. What kind of bullshit is this? Like, seriously. Like, bro, I can't even really believe that I was thinking for 1 second of actually going to that final in Bilbao. God, thank God I had some sense and I said, nah, because the flight plan to get to Bilbao would have been crazy. And to get back home now, I'd be looking like an idiot, like, yo, blown all this money now for nothing. To watch these guys just lay down for Tottenham to win their trophy. Now we got these Tottenham fans talking like, like they've won it all because we didn't turn up in the final. Are you serious? This fan base is a joke, man. This fan base is a joke. And it's really, I don't give a fuck who we signed this summer. Cunha, Delap, Mateta. Whilst I want those players at our football club, I just don't think anything's going to change. 1 game a week. The only good thing about 1 game a week is that I don't have to see these guys play every 2 to 3 days or 4 days. That's bullshit, man. Seriously, like, we are in trouble. We're in trouble. And next season we could go down. We literally could go down. Sunderland got promoted today. Leeds and Burnley, if they put up half a fight, we could be going down in the championship.
Real talk.
Anyway, that's what it
Paul,
is.
enjoy your trip, man. Enjoy your trip in Nigeria, man. Big up to you, bro.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, man.
Always big up. Peace and blessings. Big up to you, man. Let's bring on the next caller. Is Ronnie Kaha? Is it Kana?
Connor, yeah. How are you doing, Saeed? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, man. Good. I left a few comments as well. I don't know if it's all right. Obviously, I follow your channel closely. I'm not a United fan, I've got to say.
Can I come back to you? I want to get the United fans in first. Let me come back to you.
Cool. Yeah.
Love. Let me get the United fans in. Chris, what are you telling me, man?
Yo, what are you saying, Saeed? I got a question to ask you. Straight pressure right now. Are you Amorim in or out?
I'm out, man. I'm out of the game.
Oh, and this same guy called me a flip-flop. Yeah, I can't lie, it's long, bro. You called me a flip-flop last year. I ain't forgot, you know. You called me a flip-flop.
What did I call you a flip-flop on, though? What did I call you a flip-flop on, though?
Basically, right, I said, if Amorim wins, like, if he wins, maybe I might get a bit gassed, but I'm still going to be out. And you said, you sound like a flip-flop. But you just flip-flop now, innit?
You know what it is?
Anyway.
You know what it is, man? It was too painful, man. It's too painful. That Tottenham loss, it got me, man. It got me, bro.
It hurt me as well, man. I don't think Amorim's the right man for this job because you see our last managers. What were they? The main ones, Ten Hag, Oli, Mourinho, LVG, since Fergie left, right? And Moyes. I don't think any of those managers lose to Tottenham. like Amorim did. And he made like vital mistakes. Like, for example, we've played so well with Lenny Yoro at left centre-back. And then he plays Luke Shaw there. Mason Mount has done well coming off the bench. And then you start him in that kind of game and he flops. And then you think about the midfield. Bruno was horrendous, man, just giving the ball away. Casemiro was daydreaming. He was like, yo, I'm used to playing for Real Madrid. I'm used to smoking, man, in finals, but this is long, bro. This is long. And then the team just didn't play well, man. But I think it's the manager's fault for not making substitutions early enough. I knew we lost the game when they took him 70 minutes to make substitutions. And you see with the Garnacho stuff, all I'm saying, if I'm a player and I'm Garnacho, I'm doing the same thing, bro. And if I'm Manu, I'm doing the same thing. Last year against City, those were two players that scored 2 goals. They both scored 1 goal each, and they won us that final. So now, in this game now, they have a right to be annoyed that they don't get a chance to play.
But the thing is, though, there's a time and a place, isn't it? I think for me, it comes across like they've got this divine right, man. You know what I mean? And this for me, that interview,
I would agree. If Amorim wasn't a pussy, I would agree in it. But the manager's a dickhead, bro. Like,
so you can't do that, though, man. You can't do that. Just because you don't like the manager doesn't mean that Garnacho has the right to do what he did. Come on, we have to be fair.
I'm saying if I'm a player, I would not be mad at any players like Agate, Garnacho, and Manu that have contributed to either us being in the Europa League final or they've contributed to us winning trophies last season. I wouldn't be annoyed at any of them for speaking out. But with Garnacho, we know Garnacho's not good enough, and I would sell him. But what he did, I'm not angry at him for that. So, because like, imagine now you're in Garnacho's position and you come on like the 70th minute when Mason Mount's been stinking it up. Even after the first half, the first thing I said, take Mason Mount off. It didn't even have to be Garnacho. It could have been Manu that came on. But Mason Mount was absolutely shit, bro. I don't know how Thomas Tuchel got Mason Mount to win 2 Player of the Years.
Maybe it's good management. Maybe he found an idea of what. But to be fair, Mason Mount of 4 or 5 years ago isn't the same Mason Mount. I don't think he has the same level of energy, pressing. Like, he was a bit more agile, man, on the Tuchel system. Now he just looks a bit.
I can't lie. It's kind of funny now because I won the war in it. Yeah, I'm in out. Like I knew you were gonna come.
I mean, it's not about that though, man. I don't see it like that though, man. Man saying win the war, you know. No, this ain't no game, man. I wanted him to win the Europa League, so next season we go in there, fresh hope, man. I'm disappointed, man. It's not like the Ten Hag one. I'm disappointed it's not worked out for Amorim. I really genuinely feel bad because I feel like he's a good guy. He understands what's going on. It's just not good. Sometimes you can
I'm disappointed about the game because I always want my team to win trophies. And I always support Man United and I always love this club. So I wanted us to win. I'm disappointed about that. But in terms of the manager, bro, he can fuck off, bro. Fuck out with it, bro. Are you mad? I don't like the guy, bro. The guy thinks because he talks like a professor that he's some like kind of sick guy, bro. Like, nah, he's shit. He's worse than Ten Hag.
Who do you want?
It's not about who I want, Saeed. It's not about that, man. It's not
I'm asking me a genuine question, though.
But Saeed, you're getting twanged by the manager coming out in the press conferences and talking with the smart, elegant words, saying, "Oh, we need to suffer."
No, I think it's not.
He's a dead manager. What he says is irrelevant. What he does is different. Playing Luke Shaw at left centre back in a Europa League final is stupid. When Lenny Yoro's been cooking there the whole season. No, like this manager playing Lenny Yoro right when he's been cooking at the left, and then not making attacking substitutions when he could have brought on Manu earlier and then took off one of the 2 pivots. He could have played attacking football. We could have won that game. He's the reason why we lost that game. So I know how you want to be blaming all the players, but he's the reason why we lost that individual game. The players and the manager are the reason why we're dead in the Premier League. But that individual game is all on Amorim. Okay. All on him.
Chris, love, man, as always, man. We'll catch up again, man.
You come to the dark side now, innit? You come to the dark side. It's great.
I don't want to be in the dark side, man.
Fuck Amorim, man. Fuck Amorim.
Listen, big up, bro. Big up, man. Big up to Chris. Let's bring on Meeks. What you saying, bro?
What you saying, bro?
I'm good, man. Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Who do I start with? Do I start with that prick, my brother? Do I start with that treadmill, Mason Mount? Do I start with that Dolphsliga wrestler, Rasmus Højlund? Or do I start with that TikToker, Luke Shaw? Who do I start with? Like,
bro, I can't lie, man. Anywhere, man, right now. Everyone can get it.
Like, Mason Mount, yeah. I don't get this fan base. Because he scored from the halfway line and he got 2 goals. Now all of a sudden, oh, Mason Mount's back. Oh, Mason Mount needs to start. Brother, one game doesn't determine whether you start the final or not, or whether he's back. Consistency is what we need. Yeah, consistent. And what from when he's making subs, yeah, at 71st minute in the final. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You're seeing Rasmus Højlund getting no service, not doing nothing, but yet you still want to keep him on. What? Because you want to boost his confidence. Oh, and I know Rasmus Højlund is improving. Yeah, you want to say Rasmus Højlund is improving, but yet you want to call out Garnacho. But by the way, I'm not defending Garnacho because what he did was wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a time and place to talk to the manager side saying, "Oh, I'm not happy. You only put me on for 20 minutes." Don't be like a spoiled brat and go on social media to get the fan base on your back. That's not on. And then Luke Shaw, oh, we need to look at ourselves. So when you were making that TikTok video with Molly May, was you looking at yourself? Was that helping the team? He needs to retire, Luke Shaw. You've been here for 10 years. What have you done? Half of those years you've been injured. Half of those years you've been injured. But yet you want to come out and say we need to look at ourselves. Are we good enough to play for Man United? You are not good enough. You are not good enough. Yeah. And as Rance will say, the Gucci Graham Potter, yeah, that man coming out in the press conference saying, oh, we were the better team. We had chances in that final. What game was you watching? Do you want to borrow my glasses to see properly? Like real talk, because what game was you watching? We were absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. And then you got that keeper. Oh, bloody hell, that keeper. I remember when I said, I'm worried he has children, because what's his hands made of? Remember when I said that? What's his hands made of? Seriously. Because how will you not save? You could have saved it. I could have saved that. It's a simple save to make. And the thing what makes it even worse, he dives late and still doesn't make the save. And the fact that I have to go tomorrow as well, it's to watch this nonsense, yeah, it pains me even more, fam. The fact I have to go and watch this nonsense, you know,
I don't know why you're going, bro. Don't know why you're going.
I tried to speak to United. They said, "Oh, unfortunately, we can't refund your ticket. It's non-negotiable." I was thinking, "Oh, here we go. I have to go to watch this again." Like I was ready to take a few pictures with the players, get a signatures. Figured, yeah, we won the final. Now I'm for my safety. I'm worried. Should I go? Because if I go, all hell will break loose. All hell will break loose in that player entrance. Yeah. How dare you lose to Tottenham 4 times? How dare you? It's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace that you've lost 4 times to Tottenham. You've lost in a final, a team that don't know how to win in finals. Harry Kane left because Tottenham didn't win trophies, but yet they've won a trophy against this Man United side. And you got players coming out saying, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't turn up. I don't want to hear that. Do it on the football pitch. That's your job. Anyhow, if you go to a job and you don't do your job, what happens? You get sacked. But yet you lot are going on online. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. We'll do better next year. It won't be the same next year. Like, 1 game a week. 1 game a week. Is that the standard Man United's gone to? 1 game a week. To just play Premier League and people coming out, oh, but it teaches them to improve. What are they doing in training? Generally, what are they doing in training? Because clearly it's not on the football pitch. It's clearly not on the football pitch what they're doing. Like, I don't know where we go from here. I genuinely don't. I don't know where we go from here.
It's dark, man.
It's dark. It really is dark. Yeah. And I'm going to be so depressed tomorrow. Like, so depressed.
Well, I can't lie to you. I feel for you, man. But listen, man. Big up to you, Max, man. We'll catch up again, man.
Yeah, man.
Love, bro. Love. Let's bring on King.
Big up, Saeed.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, man. What are you saying?
All right. I'm about to go off. So here we go. Let me start here now. You see this delusional fan base now? Wallahi. Now let me tell you something. Man. Me, I knew we were going to finish mid-table this season. I called that shit. Because let me tell you something, Saeed. Under Eric Ten Hag, that criminal who's responsible for all this mess, 23 points in his last 19 matches. The things we are complaining about right now are the same things we've been complaining about the last 2 seasons. The last 2 seasons, we've been complaining about our midfield being overran. They still didn't spend no money, those frauds upstairs, when January came. We complained that Ruben needs wingbacks after we won 3 games in December and lost the other 3 because of what? Set pieces. Like, man, we remember we went to Arsenal and lost because of set pieces. That's what happened. We lost to Nottingham Forest because of what? Set pieces. We lost to Wolves because of what? Set pieces. No physicality, no wingbacks, no midfield, no attack because we have Rasmus Højlund up top. Statistically, here are the facts. In the last 47 games, Saeed, Man United have accrued 53 points of a possible 141. 141 points, Saeed. And I'm hearing here, man saying that, oh, if Amorim wins the Premier, I'm not forgiving him. We would bite our hands off for a Premier League because we haven't won it since 2013. 2013. Do you know how long that is? Do you know how long it's been?
Yeah.
That's since the first Avengers movie. The first Avengers movie. I'm hearing man talk about, oh, he's a fraud, he's a fraud. You guys, when he came in, I heard it. I heard, oh, the Montclair Mourinho. Oh, the look at his drip. He talks well. Me, I literally looked and said, you know what? He's not gonna do anything. He's not. He's not. No one will do anything. We're not a top 10 team. We don't even have a starting 11. That's how bad it is. Our best attackers are out on loan.
Oh.
Our best attackers in this squad are out on loan and we didn't replace them. I thought, listen, when we loaned out Rashford, Anthony, we loaned out Malacia, and we loaned out Sancho, I knew it was going to be long for any manager that came in. Doesn't matter what system they played. Because Rasmus Højlund as a striker for 2 months. The last 2 months, Saeed, because Xerxes got injured. Why are men forgetting? Why are men forgetting? The last 2 months, I've had to watch that wrestler up front touching more grass than taking shots in a game, Saeed. I don't know how many shots he gets. He loses the ball every time. I've had to watch that. I'm not backing Ruben Amorim. But, brother, this club brought a manager that plays 3 at the back when we're playing 4 at the back for how long right now? Mid-season, goes into January. I'm on Ineos fraud watch. Ineos fraud watch. I'm looking at these men. They want to keep him. Back him. If you want to keep him, back him. Back him so I don't have to deal with stupidity like this. Back him. And back this team. Build a team so in case he fails, that someone can work with the tools he has. If we get relegated, we get relegated. It's fine as long as you do something. Thank you. That's it. That's it.
Well, fair play, man. Fair play. Big up to King Saeed, man. Thank you, man. We'll catch up again. Love. Big up to King Saeed, man. Passionate United fan there, man. Listen, people, we got over 1,000 people here. Hit the like button, people, man. Let's get man said Thanos, you know. Big up to you, man. What are you telling me? You're on mute. You're on mute.
Hey, Saeed, how's it going?
You bad, man. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic, man. It's a lovely day. I told you there would be no new manager bounce. No new manager bounce the moment this guy came in. I told you it was going to burn, and I told you this in what, November? I told you Man United wouldn't finish. Man United finished 10th. They're lucky. I told you that in August. Said, why am I on an Undertaker streak right now on being proven right? Huh? It's hilarious, isn't it? Listen, because I'm going to start off right now. And apologies. Me not even apologize to whoever me offend with this. You see, anybody that right now, you see, Saeed, I got, listen. You see, if everybody defending Bruno Fernandes and Garnacho, do me a favor. Tattoo them first name on your lip and tattoo their last name on your throat. So when everybody, when you go talk football opinion, we all know what type of person you are. Okay? Me no need to hear nothing from nobody right now. Bruno Fernandes is 0-2 in European finals. I want you to know that. Fellaini hasn't done that. Bruno is 0-2, yeah, in European finals. Bruno Fernandes has played how much finals here, and he's only had one good, and that was the one we won, the FA Cup. He was our worst player against Newcastle. He was our worst player against Villarreal, and he was our worst player against Spurs. Hey guys in the chat, Man United legend, right? Man United legend, right? Where would we be without Bruno Fernandes, right, brother? Yeah? Right? Garnacho, you see everybody defend Garnacho. Let me tell you this. I bet you if the trophy was instead of the European trophy, it was Cristiano Ronaldo underpants. I bet you say Garnacho would have performed. I bet you Garnacho would have performed. I bet you. Really? Really? Luke Shawarma. Really? That is what they do. Notorious FAT. That's what they're doing. And you want to know the best thing about that shit? Everybody that was coming out trying about with Onana, if Onana had saved that, it would have been a penalty because Luke Shaw hands the ball. Shit, he would have gotten sent off. Luke Shaw would have gotten sent off. So it would have led to a penalty and a red card to Luke Shaw if Onana had saved that. But we all know Baba Tunde ain't saving nothing. I told you already, if that man was to run into an airport, he wouldn't catch his flight. Yeah? You man's out here trying to defend. What are you defending? You have the Danish Willy Wonka upstairs doing his Megan Thee Stallion, trying to do his best Megan Thee Stallion impression. Why are you twerking on man, bro? This is the guy, right? Remember everybody in August and September, Saeed? Oh, we should sell Xerxes. We have there he is right there, Rasmus Højlund. There he is, Rasmus Højlund. $75 million. Patrick Bamford couldn't be that bad if you paid him to do it. Peter Crouch could never play that bad if you paid him to do it. You spent $75 million on that. $75 million on that, really? I don't give a shit about this manager because I told you everything was going to burn. Any manager that come here would fucking fail. Any manager that came here would fail. All right? I don't give a shit about what anybody wants to say about this manager. I don't care. Because I told you from day one, Ineos ain't doing shit. The Glazers ain't doing shit. And these fuckwits of players. Brother, we have players that have the football IQ of literal algae. I've seen Breadmo with higher football IQ than our players. Really? Really? This side. It pains me that you're upset, but I'm happy. I'm happy about this because everything is clearing out now. I'm happy about all of this right now. Mason Mount. Yeah, that's the Pogba replacement, people. I'm never going to stop saying it. Mason Mount is the Pogba replacement. Mason Mount was our Pogba replacement. Mason Mount isn't even close to freaking Fellaini, much less Paul Pogba. But we bought him as Pogba replacement. Now we got $5 million and you have to pay Chelsea $4 million because you went to a final with Mason Mount. Hilarious. But Saeed, yeah, this ain't fixed. This ain't nothing gonna change, bro. Ain't nothing changing. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You think Acuna and these men are going to fix shit? Just wait. Just wait. Big up still.
Big up, man. Always big up, Kadeki. Love. Big up to you. Let's bring on the US Man United fan. Big up to you, mate.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What are you saying?
All right, what's up? First off, are you having a good day?
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. How are you?
Good to hear. I'm good myself. Good to hear that. Yeah, I just wanted to bring a different perspective. But bro, I knew at 2:00, I seen that lineup. I knew there was no way we're gonna win. I knew there was no way we're about to win with that lineup. And I knew ahead of time, I was prepping myself for the disappointment of losing because I looked at the past results against Spurs, how they play, how we play, the results we've been in recently. I knew that probably, not by much, because Spurs, they're not in a great position either, but not by much. I knew that probably we weren't going to come out on top. I knew, and I was prepped for the disappointment, and it still hurt so bad, bro. I can't lie, but it's like, for me, the main thing is it's just the dead wood. The players that we've just failed to get rid of over the past 5 or 6 years that we've talked about getting rid of. It's the same goal we keep conceding. If you look back 2020, 2021, 2022 with Ronaldo, Maguire, Shaw at the back line, I feel like it's the same type of goal we've been conceding, where someone just runs in unmarked on a cross, on a set piece, and they just end up tapping in. They tap it in and they score every time. Like, it's crazy. To me, Luke Shaw is one of the most overrated players probably the past 5 or 6 years. Like, he just has no business being here no more, especially with the injury troubles. It's crazy. And I don't think, just as much as I don't think Amorim has done a good job, he doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to stay. I don't think switching the manager again, especially with the lack of options that are out there, the fact that we're not playing European football, we're not a very attractive club right now for both players and managers, is the right idea and the right step forward in rebuilding. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. As much as I don't like him either, I don't think it's worth it. I think we need to give him the summer, get rid of the dead wood. My main pain, bro, seeing Rashford go, bro, is crazy. Because I've been supporting Rashford, yeah, dude. I did, like, bro. I'm not no fan. I've been here a minute.
That's 2017, 18, yeah?
Yeah, bro. I've been here a minute. Pogba, you feel me? All that. Like,
but I don't think he's gonna come back though to this system.
Nah, he's not. There's no way. It hurts so much, bro. And I know he's had his issues. People have said they've had their issues with him, his attitude, his training. But that, like, watching Man United play without Rashford for like the past 6 months is crazy. It's crazy. I wish he'd come back. I feel like, and we've seen it at Villa, if used the right way, put in the right position, he's dangerous. Down the wing. He's dangerous,
but I think, is he consistent enough? Does he want it? Is it about his attitude? Is it about his kind of like willingness to do it? Like, there's a lot of things for Rashford to get going, man. And I just, we can't go down. It's not when you want to play. You have to play every game.
Especially on the wages he's on, too. I mean, I get it. I understand. It hurts, but I understand it. I 100% understand it. And it's what's a kick in the face even more is, as people have been calling out these past few days, is watching these other former Man United players, Lukaku, McTominay, De Gea, Antony right now, Rashford right now, they go elsewhere and they thrive. And part of me copes, and I say that's because they're being used in the right system, they're being used in the right position. It's more built around them. They're in an environment where they can succeed. But how much of it is our fault, the manager's fault, for not just amending tactics, tweaking tactics a little bit to be able to incorporate these players and bring out the best in these players? Like, I don't think you could just rigidly go out there with a formation with players that you know aren't going to work in your formation, toss them out there, and then just expect magic to happen. Like, it's
that's why you have
maybe
on. Footballing people, because then they would have said, you know what, now we've already got a player like that here. We don't need to buy that player. You know what I'm saying? Rather than buying.
Exactly.
All of a sudden you've got, square pegs in round holes,
Yep. Like Ten Hag, he went and bought Antony. Antony is a player, that Antony is a flary player. He likes to do skill moves. He's very technical. He wants to attack players one-on-one. He wants to run at people, cut inside. And then you buy him, and then you don't let him do any of those things. I remember the whole ordeal with when he was doing skill moves and flair. It was useless. It's true. Fine. Fair enough. But to bench him for that and not play, like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I think that's the main issue. But definitely, I mean, it looks really bad right now. I'd advise people, that, you know, it looks bleak. The future doesn't look good, but I advise people to hang in there. There's going to be a big change this summer. They're looking to get rid of a lot of people, hopefully, whether it just be contracts expiring, selling people, and just bring in hungry players that want to prove themselves. They might not be the best in the world, but players that really are hungry to actually just play football, win things, and prove themselves more than anything else. I think that's the key going forward. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, big up, man. Different perspective. Big up to you, man. We'll catch up again, man. Love, bro. Love, man. Big up to you, man. Let's bring on Beans. Beans, what are you saying? Are you on mute, bro? You're on mute.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. What are you saying, man?
Assalamu alaikum. Salam, bro. What are you saying, bro? I'm good, man. How are you?
Bro. Can't complain, man. Well, I can complain. That's what I'm here to do, man. I'm here to complain. But yeah, man. I just want to say, Amorim is shown in the last 6 months that he's clearly not worth it. But forget Amorim. Yeah, I want to talk about some of these players, man, because you see Luke Shaw. I met Luke Shaw's family at the FA Cup final, and this was around the time that the England squad came out, and I said to his wife, and I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was with his uncles or whatever it was, but I said to them, like, how is it that Luke Shaw, jokingly, I said, how is it that he gets fit for England, but he can't get fit for United? Yeah, and they just laughed at me. Like, they genuinely, wallahi, when I tell you, they just laughed. And I'm thinking, is this a joke? And then for him to play for England in the finals, and then as soon as August comes around, he's not here no more. He's injured. He's something to do with his foot. I think it's a disgrace, man. And I don't know how United have let this go on for so long, because it hasn't just been last year. It's been years on years on years that this has been happening. Yeah, and we talk about scrubs, we talk about Hoyland and all of these, man, but these men are recent. We've got guys that have been here for years, and they've been taking the mick for years on years on years, man. And I'm sick of it, man. You know what I mean? Even guys that I like Bruno Fernandes, man. It gets hard to defend the guys when they come in big games and finals, and then you think, yeah, you're gonna prove everyone wrong today, and then they prove everyone else right, and it hurts, man, because you start to lose it, man. Like, you know, when a piece of you just dies. That's how it feels every time I see a big game and Bruno Fernandes doesn't perform again, man. I can count on my hand how many big games, and I mean finals, semi-finals, that Bruno Fernandes performed in, man. I don't care about, you know, games against Arsenal in the league, man. That's not a big game for me. Big games is semi-finals, finals, title race. We haven't been in a title race, but you get the gist in it. So facts. Man, it's just annoying, man. But you know, onto Amorim as well, man. I feel like he could have done himself a lot more justice this year, man. Like, if he, you know, I'm not saying he should abandon his principles, but he knew the situation when he came in. He knew that we didn't have the players. So I'm thinking, if you know we don't have the players, why don't you just play to these guys' strength? Because you're going to see them in training anyway. You're going to know who's a scrub, know who's not a scrub, and whatnot. You could have played to their strengths. You know, I wouldn't have ostracized people like Rashford or even Garnacho to an extent, man. Even Maino, I wouldn't have ostracized these, man. I would have put my arm around them and said, look, just get to the end of the season and we'll evaluate where we are later, man. And it's this loser mentality that he's brought. He said, oh, we're going to suffer. I don't ever want to hear any Man United manager say we're going to have to suffer, man. I feel like, you know, remember Chelsea fans when they had Conte back in 2018? He's talking about we have to suffer. That's not us, you know. We don't have to suffer. We have solutions, not the best solutions, but we have solutions there that you could have done. And you essentially wasted a season, because don't tell me you just came in to steer the ship. You didn't come in March. You came in November. Game week 12, you came in. We basically we were in all competitions, man. And now we've ended up with nothing, man. And I think it's a shame that the club have, you know, because they didn't sack Ten Hag after that cup final, yeah, they're going to make the exact same mistake now. And they're going to keep my man on. Like, what are your thoughts on Amorim? Like, his tactics?
I don't know. I
he's got a future.
It's one of them, man. It's like you need there's a lot of tools that you need for this system, man, and for the formation, what we're trying to do, man. You need a lot of like good players, and I feel like for me, how many players can you go and get? You know what I mean? Are we going to get?
It's a very niche system. I'll
a very niche system, yeah, man. And it's the way he does it, the way he implements it as well is more concerning. Had he implemented that system in those attacking way, I would have been like, you know what?
For sure. Yeah, 5 defenders and still concede goals.
We're still conceding goals. Still can't attack. Still can't score goals as well. Not scored goals in like the last 5. I don't know how many Premier League games we've not scored.
Yeah, goals. I don't even know, man. To be honest, I'll be honest with you. I don't have United on in the background nowadays, man. I can't get entertained by it, man.
Yeah,
it's difficult.
That's sad, man. Background noise, yeah.
You see the thing about Amorim as well. Yeah, it's like when I'm looking at his team, it's not even the formation. I mean, the formation makes our team look crap. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not even the formation. As you said, man, it's the system. Like, sometimes I'm thinking, right, maybe if you can't play how you played at Sporting, yeah, why don't you play the players that are closest to what you have, man? I mean, that 4-0 game against Everton, yeah, that's probably our best performance under Amorim that came back in November or December. I can't remember when it was, yeah. We had Ahmad at right wing back. We had Xerxes up front, Rashford on the left, and Bruno Fernandes on the right, yeah. And then I think it was I can't remember who played left wing back. I think it was can't remember, man. But that system, yeah, it wasn't great that game. We still got peppered that game, but it worked, and we looked a little bit. I know it's Everton, but we looked a little bit more solid that game, man. So I wish he just persisted with that. But after that game, he ripped it all up and said we're gonna have to suffer, and he said it's a process and all of that.
Yeah.
I just don't know where we go after this, man. Because I'm seeing United fans say, "Oh, one game a week," but we have to remember, yeah, it's not all doom and gloom, though, I'll be honest with you, man, because look at Chelsea, man. I remember Chelsea a couple of seasons ago, even Nottingham Forest last season, yeah.
But you know what it is, though? They spent, though, man. They spent money. That's the problem. Are we going to spend money? That's the problem.
I feel like we got money, We must have money, man. We're Man United, but we're not completely broke, man. We've got billionaires. We think about it, it's a PR issue as well, man. We can't let the stock price get any lower, man. I think it's $13 at the moment. We got to raise that stock price, man. So we're gonna buy the best players possible, man. I think we're gonna get I don't rate Cunha, I'll be honest with you, man. Any player that we bring in, I'm not rating them because we're bringing them in with this.
United.
It's because of the system that we're trying to play. Because I like wingers, man, and we're bringing in all these half tens. All of this can just get me a winger and get me a 10. You know what I mean? Don't get me a 0.5. We got Xerxes already, man. We got a 9.5 already, man. We don't need no 1.5s.
Yeah.
Get me Cherky, Bruno replacement. Get me proper wingers and a striker, man. That's all we need, man. Because football's very simple, man. And I think I see Spurs going out for Thomas Frank. Yeah, that should be us, man. Because we're the ones that lost the final, but they've come out better than us. But yeah, man, that's all I have to say.
Please, man. Thanks for coming on, bro. Nice one, man. Appreciate it, man. We'll catch up again, man. Salam. Big up, man. Let's bring on football basics.
Hey, yo, can you hear me, Saeed?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What are you telling me?
What's going on, brother? Yo, what's going on?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good. How long have I got? 5 minutes?
5 minutes, bro. Spit.
It's not enough. It's not enough. But anyway, whatever. Ruben Amorim, yo, we need to speak about this guy. Obviously you've had multiple conversations, but bro, I seen the red flags from early. bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm done with him. I'm Ruben Amorim out, bro. Where do you stand?
I'm with you, man. I'm with you, bro.
Are you actually out, or are you just
yeah. I'm both. I'm tired and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Right. For me, I just don't know whether he's gonna succeed with this style and this
He's not. It's not even just the formation. I don't really like the formation, but it's the system. It's the way he's playing the formation itself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very negative. It's very negative, man. And I didn't think we could do any worse than Erik ten Hag, man. I saw Erik ten Hag's red flags from early as well. I wanted him out for about 14, 15 months, something like that. So it was a lot of pain. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've got no more time for any of this stuff. I'll be honest. I have got no more time for it. I'll be honest. So
they're saying the catch is they're saying that if he gets better players, but what do you say to them when people say better players?
No. I've heard this because the thing is, right? What I ask, what is he doing with the players that he's got? Saeed, tell me. He's literally done. He's come in and literally just changed the formation, and that's it. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just the formation change. Not in-game management. No nothing. Like for like subs, late substitutions. Garnacho and Agate. How many games did they start in a row and then missing for the final? Now I do not rate these two players, but that's a red flag in itself. Yeah, Garnacho Agate is in there. I didn't want him in there, but they're in there. What for 10 games in a row? Something. Let's say 10 games, and then all of a sudden the final, they're gone. And then he's talking about I can't remember the game before the final, but it was like, oh yeah, this is time for me to get to know my team and this, that, and the other. Brother, you've been here 7 months, man. Sean Dyche said 7 months is a long time, brother. 7 months, it is. Come on, it's a long time, man.
You know what it is? you need consistency. You need results, man. They're the bread and butter. Obviously, style, everything else. But when you're struggling, you just need an upturn of results, bro. Even if
100%.
any upturn results, I think it would have helped him. But this is just too much, bro.
But listen, he said in his interview, you know, the one under the lights at Old Trafford before he even took. He says, "Oh yeah, to win time is to win games and all of this." So he understands all of this stuff. He came out and said it. He even said, "Oh, we're seeing identity, we're seeing idea." He even said we'd guarantee it. Brother, I've seen nothing. Saeed, honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny. I've seen absolutely nothing. And you know what it is? I actually saw the red flags from quite very early on. It was probably about 7-8 games in, maybe.
Yeah.
But even still, I was like, you know what? Let just give him a bit more time, because like the sample size wasn't big enough, you know. So, but I've got to the point now where it's just like, nah, yeah, come on, you know. It's crazy. It's crazy, to be honest.
What next? Then? What do you think needs to change next? I know we got the manager and whatnot, but what culture?
What needs culture? The culture in the football club stinks. I honestly feel like we need to right through the academy, from the nines right through, from the nines right through. I've been to City's academy and this, that, and the other, because my little boy plays, so he's been over there. I've been over there and I've seen City's academy first-hand side, and I know what goes on over there. I know what goes on over there. And the Man United academy, nowhere near. So the culture throughout the club, it needs to change. It does, Saeed. I haven't got enough time to speak about it, but you know, I have seen it firsthand. I have.
Yeah. Now, big up, man. We'll catch up again, man. We'll talk again, man.
Yeah.
Big up to you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Catch up, love.
You too, man. You too. Big up to you. There was a couple of super chats that came in. 0.92 points, and it's still here. Fan base is done. Only hope is Amorim can clear Deadwood. Footballer Soccer, big up, says Bruno, Shaw, Maguire all played the Europa League final 2021. 4 years later, they're still starting, and we lost both, but people still defend Bruno. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it, man. Let's bring on Bugsy. Bugsy Malone, yeah? Oh, they're busy. Oh, sorry, busy G.
How you doing, man?
You good, man? How are you doing?
All good. All the way from USA, Brockton,
What about USA?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up
Boston,
to you, man. Boston, man. Big up, man.
Yeah, so by the way, like I'm Cape Verdean, so like we watch a lot of Portuguese league. So, you know, we watched a lot of Ruben Amorim, and you know, we saw his, you know, the whole thing in Sporting, because that was a big rival for us, you know. So we saw him. But to tell you, like in Manchester United, I don't see that he got his player. We know that our players are bad, and you know that he can't do good with the players that he got. But my theory that I think what's happening is, I think Ruben Amorim is actually, he wants to get fired from Manchester United.
You think so?
He wants them to get rid of him, you know, because he's a big Benfica fan. You know, he was a big Benfica player. So of course he wants to get that chance to go back and show, you know, the team that he loves and do what he, you know, whatever he wants to do. Because like I said, he played for Benfica for so many years, and the Benfica coach, I don't think fans and, you know, people around wants the Benfica coach right now. So there's an opportunity for him to go back to Portuguese league and be with, you know, his loved ones, you know. So, but if he stays at Manchester United, what I believe is going to happen is he might take us off the mud, but it's going to take so much time. You know, we're not going to have that enough time to wait for him. I'm actually, when he was at Sporting, I was a big fan of him because, man, he got Gilkes, he got, you know, he got Poti, he got all these players, like I said, that we know, because, like I said, I'm Cape Verdean, so that's the number one league that we follow in Cape Verde is Portuguese league, you know, because we was colonized by Portuguese. So like I said, so yeah, so this is what I think is gonna happen. If it's gonna take him so much long, and it's not worth it. We should get Napoli's coach. You know, that's what I think we should get.
Conte.
Yeah, we should get Conte because like he been proving it, and we should get him. Like I said, I was a big fan of Ruben Amorim. Like I have a post on Facebook where I wanted him in Manchester when I saw before Eric Ten Hag. I wanted him, you know. So, but like I said, it's been too rough for him, and man, I can tell you, you know, it's too rough for him. It's too rough for him, and I don't think he's gonna take us off the mud. I lost my hope, you know, and I might believe him, but I know, you know, the definition of believe is expecting that something, you know, like you expect is gonna be true, you know. But knowing what we see today, we know he's not gonna take us off the mud. We know that.
Do you know? Yeah. What's different between what he did at Sporting and United? Is there a difference that you see? You feel like you see something different?
Sporting was going through a lot of hell, to tell you, because like I said, we follow a lot. So like Sporting was going through a lot, and we seen president sending what is it called? We call it clacks. President sending people to beat up players. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. You could check that. President, like the president actually got fired for that. So you know there was a lot of things going on in Sporting. He changed that. He changed that completely. Turned them into a very competitive team in Portuguese league now, because they were like out for like 19 years, you know. But like I said, like I believe Ruben Amorim, but I know he's not gonna take us up the mud, you know, because the difference between knowing and believing, you know. But like I said, but thank you so much, man, for
appreciate it, man. Big up to you,
like I said, we here in Massachusetts here. We hear you guys over there. I'm a fan of all the stuff you guys did, you know. But big up, man, and pleasure to talking to you.
Thank you, man. We'll catch up again, man. Busy G.
All right, thanks, man.
Love, man. Big up to Busy G, man. He came in, he spoke his shit, and yeah, man. We need more people here, man. So big up to Busy G, man. Big up to let's get Mr. Freedom Speech. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man?
You good, bro?
Wait, can you hear me first?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think first of all, there's like a big culture thing in Man United. Like in terms of culture, we got to change the culture and get the club where it needs to be. I think that's the first thing we need to do as fans and supporters and stuff like that. I think that's what we're missing the most in terms of that. In terms of like coachings now, we need to start like actually finding the right coach for our actual team of what we're trying to go to, directions and setups and stuff like that. That's what I think.
What do you think is the right thing? What do you think the right approach is? You know what I mean, and whatnot. Like, what do you think? Like in terms of like, what do you want to see? Who's your ideal kind of style? You know what I mean, right now.
I'm not gonna lie. Like probably the Inter manager right now. I like his type of style. I think him. But it just depends.
Inzaghi, yeah.
Yeah, Inzaghi. So I think it depends on how much the club itself is willing to give these type of managers the money and stuff like that. That's what I think personally. To move the club forward, because we can say as fans we want this, we want that, but it's also down to the people up top to make that decisions on where we need to go as a club. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about the players? How many players do you want to see go? What's your feeling around the players?
I think most of the people who's come onto the stream right now, Luke Shaw's definitely one of those players that's been hanging on dear to his life and stuff like that. I don't know why he's still at the club, my guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of them. Definitely, he's getting away with on a bill. We need to just kick him out right now of the club.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. The Deadwood needs to go, man. That's the rebuild needs to start this summer, man. But are you confident though? This summer is the biggest summer for Man United. How confident are you that Ineos and the Glazers can do their
Do you
job?
know what? I'm not that confident. I'm not confident in both of them. Like, they're not really showing the fans and us why we should believe in what they want us to believe in. First of all, like in terms of prices of people going there, inflation of everything. I get everything's a business and stuff like that, but you need to tell us why we should pay our hard-on money for us to go and watch these games, and why should we support the club and the supporters? Why should we do this for you guys? That's the number one thing I think. Like, why should we invest in you, your business?
Yep.
You know, why should we carry on doing this?
Yep. True. I agree, man.
But
Mr. Prince, I'm gonna get some more callers in. Big up to you for coming on, though, bro.
No, I appreciate it. Hey, keep on doing your thing, man. I've been supporting you for a long time, innit?
Appreciate it, man. Big
keep
up to
doing
you.
your thing and everything, man.
Love, bro. Big up, man. Big up to you. Let's bring on Sham, man, from South Africa. Sham, how are you?
Hey, Saeed. Good, man. How are you, dude?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I'm coming to your country, man, soon, man.
Yeah, man. You're going to Joburg, though, man. I'm in Cape Town.
I know, man. Where are you from?
I'm in Cape Town side at the bottom.
Everyone's in Cape Town, man.
Yeah. No, but it's cool. I mean, Joburg's people is good. You've been to, where was it? Kenya or Zimbabwe? Kenya. And you said you had a lot of fun with Joburg people. Look, anywhere you go, the Cape Town people is lekker, man. So like the South African people is lekker, so you'll enjoy it in Cape Town. I wish I could come, man, but you know,
I know, but next time, maybe next time,
inshallah, man. Anyway, otherwise, look, Saeed, you know, your title is what needs to change at Man United. You know, I've listened to some of the callers. I came in a bit late. Big up to everyone. I like the guy who came on previously. Now, I actually agree with a lot of his points in terms of the culture. But Saeed, you know, the thing is, there's a lot of problems at our club, right? There is a lot. I mean, and when you're talking about changing something, you look at this point in time, you've got to prioritize what you have to change.
Yeah, true.
We can't change the entire squad in one season. We can change the manager, but Saeed, my point of view is very similar to who's that guy with always wears the keffiyeh, the bald head, he was on the podcast with you. Nuruddin. My opinion is very like Nuruddin because we've kind of like the same age, so we kind of the thing. So Saeed, the thing is, you know, he wants to go right to the head of the snake and bite off Ineos and Glazers, but I can't go that high, man. You know, for me, Saeed, the previous caller said that Ineos hasn't shown us something to believe in them. And honestly, that's what I was been looking for. I'm looking for them to show me something to believe in. I'm not manager in, I'm not manager out yet. For me, Saeed, the issue, and I've talked about this before, the issue that happened with the selection of the guys in that top row just below Ineos, Parada, Ashworth, and Wilcox, that still bothers me because we can get a new manager in, but who's making that manager selection? Who's doing it? It's still going to be Wilcox and Barada. Now, the thing about Wilcox, and a lot of the fans was when I was complaining about Wilcox, a lot of the fans like, yeah, no, Wilcox will take it over. Look at Wilcox's record. Saeed, if you've got transfer market, look at his record. His record is for about 5 to 6 years. He's been an under-18 coach to an academy manager. He was not even a full year. He was 9 months as a sporting director in Southampton for 9 months. And then he became the technical director at United, and now he's our sporting director. We have a guy whose biggest role at United, right, has 9 months worth of experience as this type of professional. That's my problem. Parada's fantastic. I mean, he's worked at City, he's worked with real top people there, but he's a CEO. He's not the guy that's going to choose managers and know when a player signs that he's the right players. That's now going to be Wilcox. And the guy who's making the decision has only got 9 months as a sporting director. So Saeed, if I had to choose one thing that has to change is I still believe we need to get a competent technical director in, because otherwise the next manager we get in is still going to be chosen by this lot. The next players that get signed off from when this recruitment team says, okay, cool, look, this is the list of players we have. It's still going to be the manager and that guy. And we can't have the manager. We saw Pep come in and said, oh, Doc is a fantastic player. I'm so happy that Tixie chose him for me. That decision gets made by the sporting director, and we have a guy who's got 9 months in charge making that decisions. So that's my big issue, Saeed. Look, I don't want to speak too much time. I'll chat to you again. But guys, I know that's not a big thing in the fan base. Nuruddin wants to go to the head of the snake, so that's why Nuruddin's not talking about what I'm talking about, because he's cut full of Ineos and Glazers in general. But I mean, guys, yeah.
Do you like what you see with Amorim? Do you think there's a future for him? Do you see something there, or do you think not sure?
Nah, Saeed, right now I agree with your callers that what's that guy that about 2 or 3 callers back, that football guy, his name was something.
Yeah.
Look, at the moment it's hard to see, but Saeed, if you watch your own shows back, there's a guy that always complains with Philip. What's the guy with the cornrows that always comes to the show? Sometimes he appears, sometimes he doesn't. Anyway, there's a guy, him and another guy always complains, right? And both of them were saying after about 7 games in, they were saying, I could see a style of play with Amorim. I think Amorim's still got a lot to learn. I think it's stacked against Amorim. The thing is, sorry, just to answer your question, is he said at the end of the Everton game, we need to suffer the season so we can, learn the issues of next season. I don't see anything leading us in that path. In the finals, he played Hoyland, which should never be played. You should know he's not the man for you at this time of the season. He played Ahmed and Mount. Nothing wrong with the other 2 players per se, but I think that's the first time we played Ahmed, Hoyland, and Mount together in a game from the start.
That's
crazy. So you've had no chemistry building up with these players, and this was the selection you've done in the final. We've taken too long for subs. I mean, it's not just this game; it's games before. So the things are stacked against him, and he needs to show me something. The problem is that I can't stand behind fans right now who says, let's sack the manager and get someone else in. Because the problem is the selection process. The people that made that selection is the same people. Just the last comment from my side, Saeed. Just for some food for thought, man. Just for food for thought for Sam. The last thing I'll mention is, if you look at Barada's comments about the extension of the contract, Barada actually says, I can read his post quote, he says, so in terms of the contract, that was a decision taken prior to both our rivals. When he said our, he meant Barada and Ashworth.
Ashworth, yeah.
But as I said before, we were happy with the decision. He just went along with it. So what I'm trying to say is that and Wilcox was there before Barada and Ashworth came in. So I'm saying, you guys, look, we don't have the right people in that top row making that choices. So that's my big concern, Saeed. So that's my one place I like to change, And anyway, obviously the fans don't care about that, Even some Nuruddin is normally on my side. He don't care about it because he fucking wants them gone. Anyway, I'm just hoping somebody can
appreciate, man. Thank you, man. Thank you always
Cheers, Saeed.
For coming on, man. Big up to you. We'll catch up again, man. Love, brother. Love. Big up to Shams, man. He's always giving an insightful opinion on that one. Let's bring on Pro Gamer. How are you, man?
Hey, how are you?
Not too bad, man. How are you?
Pretty upset about the season.
Man.
Shit season.
Bad
we didn't
season.
have it in like 40 years, maybe more.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, something like that. Now, basically, everyone is wanting to sack Amorim. I don't want to, because when I see about Sir Alex Ferguson, his first 4 years were shit.
Don't do this, man.
The first year, no, because when you see his progress, you cannot sack a manager in his first year when he got in the middle of the season.
Not even when you see the reason and what's happened in the time, like the results, the performances, it's been a bad 7 months though. It's been a bad 7 months.
It's been a really bad 7 months, but I think also Amorim doesn't realize that the Portuguese league is not like Premier League. For me, Premier League is the most difficult league in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, you have La Liga, you have Real Madrid and Barcelona. That's it. You don't have anyone else. Here, you have Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, and a lot more. It's the most difficult league. I don't know. He's doing some not good positions. He's not looking good right now. Is obvious. But I'm looking forward for him.
You think it's a bit about player quality? Like, I don't know. I'm not presuming you're Portuguese, by the way, but I think what you see in this team right now, has he given you enough to believe that next season, with a few additions, he's got this? Like, has he given you enough belief though?
To believe, no, obviously, but he gave some new players from Man United Academy, and I'm not from London, but I know that right now the Man United Academy is not good at this time. So in the Portuguese league, it was always like easy for him to get young players. It was easy for him to get young players that want to improve. In Man United Academy, you don't have it. He didn't realize it yet, but I hope so. He will. He will.
That's the thing, though. It's a lot of hope, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's the reality right now. You know what I mean? There's nothing to kind of maybe gauge up. But I look at the squad here. Who do you believe is good enough for this squad? When you look at it, give me the
Right
names
now,
that are good enough.
I think Ahmad.
Yep.
Ahmad is a really young player.
Yep.
He's very talented.
Yep.
But you can see also, for me, I think also Mazraoui is a good defender.
Yep.
You have also Bruno, but I think Bruno is the time for him to leave. He's 31 years old. For me, he's one of the best midfielders in the world, but he played for Manchester United in the worst time. So he didn't make it.
Top, what's it, top 10, top 5, top 3?
For me, top 10, obviously, yes.
Top 10, yeah?
Yeah. I started watching Manchester United. I always was a fan, but I started watching Manchester United like 4 years ago. I always watched Manchester United, but I didn't know much about football. I always heard about, Ronaldo, Sir Alex Ferguson, and all this. And then when you come to football 4 years ago, you don't expect it from Manchester United.
No, I hear it. Because obviously, I was thinking that you probably watched this since that T-shirt, because that's 2008 shirt.
2008. In the back, I have Ryan Giggs.
Yeah, big up Giggs, man. But listen, man, you got to just keep the faith in it. Like I said, you believe in the manager, you believe in the process. And
There's always faith. There's always faith.
Yeah.
Like
maybe there's blind faith as well.
It's not. This isn't as bad, but I heard someone says that also Sir Alex Ferguson came in November in the middle of the season, and in his first 4 years, he was 13 to 11, 10, and then second. There's still time. Now, Erik ten Hag gave him the team shit. You cannot replace the players so quick when you have no budget. You see, the Glazers came to United in 2005, and then they destroyed it in 2015, I think, maybe more.
2005, they came in, the Glazers.
Yeah, they came in, but they destroyed United in 2020, something like that.
Yeah.
So when they are gonna get out, and Ineos, I think Ineos is gonna do something good. For me, I think, because he has a little share of this club, but in the end, he cannot do anything because he needs a confirmation from Glazers. Okay. And as we know, Glazers are shit. They're not doing any good to this club. So when you're gonna get rid of them, I think Ineos is gonna do something good. Maybe.
Okay.
I hope so.
We'll see, man. Yeah. A pro mod gamer, thank you for coming on, man, and giving your
opinion. A big
thank you, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, man. Let's bring on A-Pass. A-Pass, how are you, man?
I'm alive. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Listening to so many people speak is so interesting.
Yeah. Different views, isn't it? Yeah.
Different views. And I respect everyone that is saying what they're saying. The first thing I would say is that we have the coach, and that's the coach that is here. Based off the information we got today, the man is going nowhere.
Yeah.
I think it's irrelevant for us to have a conversation of Amorim in, Amorim out, because that is not happening anytime soon. Let's just be honest.
The reality, yeah. The reality.
That's the reality, how do we change the team? I think that's our worry. Majority of us that support the team. And for me, one of my biggest problems has always been the players. Majority of the time, we keep talking about the managers, what they've done, what they've not done, or they're not playing the right style. This is not how Man U plays. We've had all these issues from Moyes. We've always said, oh, this is not how Man U plays. We said, okay, maybe this is how Man U plays with Solskjaer because he understands the team. All these people have come and failed. It's not just about the culture at the team. I believe the guys of the owners of the team, the majority owners, have spent money. Money has been spent wrong, to be honest.
I agree.
Majority of our players are not good enough. Let's be honest.
Facts.
When you look at us having players like Ericsson, players like Casemiro, majority of the players we have are rejects from their former teams, or like they are spending their last days in football. That is what we've been actually getting for our team. You're getting players like Mazarawi, they're not needed at their team, in Bayern. You're getting players like Ericsson, who needed him. Man U gets to a stage that we even get player like Evans. Are you serious? We didn't need him. We didn't need him, man. We didn't need him. We didn't need a player like him.
No.
We didn't need a player like him. We have a big issue in recruitment. That's our biggest problem. And right now, it's something we have to improve. We already now have a coach. He's not done well this season. We all know.
Do you think he's good enough? Do you think he's good enough, though, for the job? Do you think he's got the right... Yeah.
I cannot say he's bad, and I cannot say he's good. We've had so many coaches here, and we still have the same issue. Let's be honest. We've had this with Van Gaal.
Yeah.
Who has been playing football out here fully, and he was playing nice football. But we were not scoring.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We were not scoring. Like, the football was good. You'd look and say, yo, man has style of play, which is genuinely good. Like, okay, you could look at that and say, okay, this is quite good. When we look at this coach, let's be honest. Saeed, let me ask you a question. This season, when Amorim came in, which position were we in?
I think we were around about 12th, I think. 4 points off top four.
Probably 12th or 13th.
Yeah, something like that. But we were 4 points away from top four.
The 4 points may not matter at this point because if you look at it, we are in what? 16th?
Yeah.
At the moment?
Yeah.
So we went three places down. I don't think we've changed much. I don't think we've changed much.
In what sense do you mean we've not changed much?
Already we had issues with our former coach who had players he needed. I think
Have we got worse though? Have we got worse though?
Yes, but it was already worse. By the time they got him out, it was not looking good. All of us saw it. It was not looking good. He should have gone in before the season began. And now we have a new coach. I believe we just have to try and give him the players. We just have to get players who really play for the team. We need players like Mbomu, guys like that really play. And you feel like they're fighting for the badge. Majority of our players are luxury players. Let me be honest. Man U had players like Ji-sung Park. We had players like Evan. We had players like, let's say, John O'Shea. They were not too good, but Ferguson would make something out of them because they had the heart to play for the team. Us having players like Garnacho, who are playing for themselves, they waste a lot of chances, and when they don't play the minutes they want, they complain, they come to media. How many times we have so many of our top players come to media after failing? We didn't have such issues. We have a cultural issue, but we also have a player issue. These guys have too much ego. I think they control birds. That's my statement. That's what I could tell you.
Okay.
That's what I could tell you. I wouldn't want to say much because I think everyone here knows what we have. We just have to
get on with it. We have to get on with the job and get the recruitment.
Let's get the players out and let's try. If he fails, we will know that he has failed, but at least we would rather get players that are good enough this time around. That if any new coach comes in, he can work with them. We can work with them at least. Yeah, that's my.
Okay.
That's my.
A-Pass, big up to you, man. Thank you for always coming on, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yes.
Appreciate it, bro. Big up to you, man. Let's bring on Aaron, man. Aaron, what you saying, brother?
Big up, Saeed.
What you telling me, man?
Bro, seriously, before the finals, I was like, give Amorim a chance. But then, seriously, as soon as the end of the 90 minutes, I was like, I don't know anymore, bro. And they already announced it that Amorim is gonna stay. So I'm like, all right, the Amorim in and out agenda, it's finished now because he's staying. So it's like, what can we do next season? So right now I'm like looking at the squad. Garnacho is leaving, which a lot of people are unhappy with, surprisingly. What else? I think the backline needs probably like one more player, I feel like. And also with the wing backs, I don't think we need to do this back five with this fully defensive wing backs. If Amorim starts next season and still using defensive players in the wing back position, I think we as a fan base should be concerned. Because I don't think that's the way how the formation should work, Saeed. I think it's a formation that's based on attack and dynamism, which I feel like the squad lacks right now.
Yep. I agree, man. You know what it is, bro? It's just like there's a lot to do, man. In this summer, man. Are you concerned?
And we don't have the money.
Yeah, like we got to sell players, man. Obviously, Garnacho's first. Bruno. You know what I mean? The players there, man. Like, can United do it? Is it gonna be quick? Is it like Chelsea? Remember Chelsea? They did it, bro. They got rid of their players.
It's honestly, I feel like a lot of the fan base don't want Bruno Fernandes to leave, but I feel like Bruno Fernandes is gonna be like this the sacrifice that has to be made for the rebound to happen. Like get that Saudi money and just spend it smartly. Ineos said they're here to be financially smart. Then show us what you're gonna do with that Bruno money.
Yeah.
Use it smart. Find gems. South America. And it could benefit us in the long run, because what if that player turns out to be great, bring us some trophies, and then we still sell him and, get a major profit, 100 million. So it's a win-win situation. So now we as a fan base need to watch and see what Ineos do with that Bruno money, if Bruno leave this week, because that I think is going to be a game changer for the club.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I think for me, it's like, I need to see, like I said, A-Pass says there, like you get players in, it's a different outlook. Whether you agree with the manager or not, it's a different outlook at least. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying you're open to the change of idea, but you're like, you know what? Okay, cool. Now you have to show us something then with these group of players. If you're still failing, then the board make that decision. But then is that again too late? Because then the manager that comes in next, what if you don't like them players? And
exactly same cycle again.
Yeah. So you have to get it right, man. You have to get players that come in that will probably. That's why I want Premier League proven, because with Premier League proven players, don't matter which manager comes in, they'll show their qualities because they've been in the Premier League for a couple of years.
True. And honestly, if Amorim should leave, I think Thomas Frank is a good look.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. I can't lie to you.
I think Thomas Frank is a good look. So we'll see, But yeah, Amorim is staying, so it's up to Ineos right now. Get some money in, sell Bruno. This whole emotional attachment need to just disappear, And it might help us to develop as a team instead of having to depend on Bruno. Because I was surprised Bruno was playing a deeper role in the final, but yet still some reason he was like the main one pinging the ball about, like walking to the tens, Like why the tens just absent? Bruno is still the main guy. I don't get it. And I think it's the Portuguese thing too, the attachment with him and the coach. So hopefully Ineos make the decision and Bruno can leave and we just rebuild from there. But yeah, man, Saeed, that's my 2 cents, huh?
No, big up Aaron, man. We'll catch up again, man. Big up to you, man.
Bless up every time.
Bless up. You too, man. Big up to Aaron as well in the building. Let's bring on Sammy. Sammy, what are you saying?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What are you saying?
I am good, bro. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, not bad, bro. For me, I think just to echo what most people said, because I've had a couple of different things of what people have said. People have given different views in terms of, Amorim in, Amorim out, sorry. But in reality, we all know it's gonna stay. That's the reality. So what we need to look at, what exactly can be changed realistically, and that's clearing out the squad. And in a way, I'm glad that we did not win the Europa League. Don't get me wrong, I'm pissed that we lost to Tottenham, but I'm just glad that we were not able to get away with it for another year, because last year it was a shambles of a season. We entered Europe, and then the league form has just been absolute piss poor. And I do believe if we somehow won the Europa League this season and had Champions League, we will have papered over the cracks and maybe scumbagged another cup trophy next season. So for me, we need to clear out the squad, and the manager is gonna be under pressure starting from next season. Like let's be honest, just based on how he has performed this season, because whatever he's tried to implement does not clearly work in the Premier League. Because I've tried watching a couple of sporting games, and I'm like, the way they play there and the way they play in the Premier League is totally different. And the interview, yeah, it's totally different. And I watched Bruno's interview where he spoke about how Amorim didn't expect the Premier League to be this physical. For me, that raised a massive red flag, and that worries me going into next season as well, because it clearly tells me Amorim definitely didn't do his research in the Premier League. And again, Berada, that's another red flag. Why are you bringing a manager who clearly has no much information based on the Premier League? So yeah, it's gonna be a long summer for us, and it's gonna be a long season next season again. I'm sorry to say, even if it's one game a week. But the style of play needs to improve, because you can't set up the same way you've been setting up and expect to get results. Playing a back five at home, I'm sorry, that's for me that's that's way too negative.
Yeah. Big up Sammy, man. We'll catch up again, man. Love for coming in.
Of course, bro.
Big up to you, man. Big up to Sammy. Let's bring on Bermudian.
Hey, well, big up, Saeed. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man. How are you, bro?
Man, could be better, but at the same time, we're all going through it. This team's a piece of work. There's so many issues. Where can we start? We could start like we could talk about the owners, but I'm not going to get into that. Let's get straight to the coach and the players. Let's say Amorim. Never wanted him off the rip because I knew it was a specialized formation, specialized tactics, and we ain't got the players for that. So I wanted like Hansi Flick or Xavi, anybody else other than Ruben, because our team is crap. There's so many people I do not like on this team, like Garnaches. Why is everyone trying to protect this guy? Since day one, I didn't like the guy. He was a bellend. Like we had CR7 and he refused to pass the CR7. Guy's a bellend off the rip. And then you got Bruno, the Bruno agenda. Bruno's world class. Bruno's a legend. Bruno's trash. Can't hold the ball for 10 seconds without giving it up. And have you ever seen Bruno run with the ball? Because I haven't. All I see him is get the ball, pass it, get the ball, pass it. It's like hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. And you guys want to say world class. Trash. And that goal for that game, that was his fault. If you look back right before the ball goes to the box, Bruno lost the ball maybe 3 times within 40 seconds. It makes
crazy.
I'm just tired. I'm just tired of seeing Bruno. I've been saying it for years. The Bruno agenda, everyone's saying he's carrying us. He shouldn't be carrying us. We're a team. Everyone on the pitch should be good. So I'm tired of being carried by one player, everyone trying to look for a hero. We need a whole team. And now back to Amorim though. Sorry, I can't stand Bruno. But back to Amorim. No, he let us down. So I can't just blame just the players. The game was Amorim's fault. Let's say the lineup. Why is Luke Shaw on the pitch? Luke Shaw, how fat he is, overweight he is. Why is he on the pitch? Why is Mount on the pitch? Damn, Chelsea scammed us. Mount is trash.
Bro,
Like
what
we
do you left
all
on the
know.
It's crazy.
1 year left on his contract. We paid that much and give him the 7. Give him the 7. But nah, setting up with that alone is trash. Like if you're going into that final, we could have did so many different things. I mean, the back 5 agenda, I get it. Some people don't think it works in the Premier League. I believe it can, but he doesn't even play it the way he usually does. We're playing defensive. He needs like Anthony is doing well right now at Bilbao at over there in La Liga. Why didn't we ever try him at right wing back, left wing back, go attacking? Any of our wingers. Why didn't we put Trash Garnacho on left wing back? You know, it's always been defensive, and that's where I feel like we failed in that aspect, that we're not creating chances. Playing Bruno in the 10, playing Bruno in the 8, always catering to him. Like that formation alone, we need specialists, but I feel like we could have at least got a result because it's Tottenham missing their best players. Wasn't Ericsson on the bench?
Yeah, Ericsson was on the bench, yeah.
I would have played simply up top. I mean, Rasmus is trash, but I would have at least put Xerxes up top. I would have put Ericsson and Kobe in the 10. I would have put Ahmed on the right wing back. Left wing back, that's our issue right there. But worst case, screw it, Garnacho. And I would have put Ugarte and Casemiro in the midfield just to be destroyers, clean up. Maserati, I would have put him left side as center back, and I guess Harry Maguire center, and then Euro on the right. And I feel like that would have at least got a result. Honestly, it would have been all out attack. You had 2 destroyers in the midfield. Yeah, I feel like that should have got us at least a result. I mean, Xerxes, they say he wasn't fully fit, so I guess you could have put the scrub Rasmus and hoped for something. But
bro, it's no use, man. Someone said I'd rather have a 10%, you know, Xerxes than a fully fit. It's
Xerxes
mad.
was literally 10% fit. Yeah, I'd rather have the 10% Xerxes than Rasmus. I ain't gonna hold you. 70 mil for that scrub. He doesn't even belong in the championship. How are we gonna offload him?
Bro, it's peak, man. So somebody from Italy, man, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Someone from Italy. But we'll see, man.
They can come grab everyone.
Yeah, 100%, man. Flash sale, man.
Yeah.
Now, Bermudian, man,
sale.
thank you, man. Appreciate coming on, man, every time, man. We'll catch up,
You
man.
have a good one.
You, man.
Cool.
Your love, bro. Love. Bring up to you. Let's bring on Ipui. I don't know what that is.
What's up, man? All good.
What are you telling me, bro? You good?
Yeah, good. Okay. I wanted to talk about Amorim, you know?
Yeah.
Because I have heard about a lot of Amorim out, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't agree at all because, you know, we have for the past like 10 years, the cycle goes on and goes on. Always the like one bad season and then the Amorim out or one goal, anything, you know, Ten Hag. Everyone is the first man, the target, and we are like, as fans, we target the manager too fast, in my opinion. You know, I can't see the progress, Amorim. I can't say that, but I can't say why would he has done anything wrong because I think like the Garnacho thing, he did very great because Garnacho and those pricks who think they are bigger than the manager has to go out like it's instant, you know. They can't. They bring so much bad to the whole team and the whole, you know, it's very bad for everyone. If there's like Garnacho who says, yeah, only 20 minutes in the pitch and, you know, I'm the best player in the... Yeah, shut up, man. All those players need to go immediately. Luke Shaw, fuck that, man. You know, no. We need motivated players, and I think we have to rebuild very big. And you know, of course, the Europa League final was very disappointing for all of us. But I think there is positive side to it because now
it's hard to see the positives, though, isn't it? It's hard. You know what I mean? I think you're scratching, aren't you, for positives, aren't you? You're really hoping that it goes well. But it's if he can pull us around, I think this is the biggest miracle in football. I'll be real with you. This is the biggest turnaround from someone who's finished 17th or it could be 17th, to then saying, you know, we're going to turn around. Fair play, hats off to him. If Amorim turns it around, I've got it horribly wrong, and I'm, you know, I should have maybe persisted. But right now, there's nothing you could tell me as to why Amorim will turn it around. It's just maybe it's going to be player quality. Player quality comes in, and we get better.
I tell you why. You know, I'm very Amorim in because I haven't seen the same passion from any other manager after Sir Alex Ferguson in that in Amorim, only in 5 months. You know, I haven't seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. First thing, someone said anything against him, he went silent. Same with Ten Hag. You know, same problem. He was backing Glazers and all that shit. Amorim, first manager, in my opinion, that is going truly honest, and it's not like he's not backing Glazers. At least, like you know, maybe he is. Of course, he has to some ways, but he isn't like the same like Ten Hag and others, and he is exposing our problems. You know. For us, so I think that's the first thing. Maybe he can't turn it around, but I think he's like Xavi did with Barcelona. He went there; they were in the mud, and then he like put them in a better place. And then another manager came in, Hansi Flick, and then he could, you know, progress his Xavi's like work, because we had all our other managers was going like down. Every manager steps in and it's worse situation. I think Amorim can turn something around, and next manager could have like easier job.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you, man. Big up to you, man. We'll catch up again.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No worries, man. Take care, man. Take care, man. Let's bring on Adeji.
Jet United.
There you go. What are you saying, brother? You good?
I'm good, and you, Saeed?
Yeah, can't complain, man. Can't complain.
I've been watching your channel for the past 2 years now, listening to the man them every 5 o'clock in the evening. It's always smart out there and it's fun, you know.
Yeah, man. It's peak times, man. Peak
Keep it
times,
up, man. You're doing good job.
Now, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Big up to you.
Yeah,
what do you want to talk about?
I'm talking about Amorim, the players, Manchester United in a whole. I've been following the team for a while now, and literally for the past few years now, we've been in the mud though. We're just playing a kind of purple patch in there almost every season. Like, and we've had so many managers with this same cross of player, like many of them that are still there now. So we had managers that have a good pedigree. They came in at the end of the day. It was nothing to write them about. We've had manager with no CV in Ole, who comes in due to his experience with the Manchester, being Mancunian. He was able to get the ship together. So from there, we will have got a better manager to carry on from there. That was Mourinho came in. We know Mourinho. We know his CV. We know what he has achieved here. But with the players, we babysit a lot of our players. They are sport, bro. A lot of United players, they don't play for the badge. They play for themselves. And literally, if there's no team chemistry, if there's no togetherness in any organization or any team, there's not going to be a good result. No matter how good the manager is, it's working with the players. He might have a better idea up there, but the people you're passing the idea to, they're not getting it, or even they are not even following it. These same players were complaining like, oh, Ole was too soft, Mourinho was too harsh. So what do we want? And Ten Hag came in. Sometimes you watch United game, like you and I see the way the team play. Ten Hag go on to the media and literally say, "Oh, we played the best game today. We were so collective. We were this, that."
You like his honesty, then, Amorim. You like the honesty.
The honesty is what we need. Saeed, it might not work now. It might not work now. But if we don't get it right from now, bro, that's it. And I'm happy he came in at the middle of the season. He learned for over 6 months. Now let's see what's going to happen next season. If we're able to get the right players.
Is it based on faith then, or is it based on what you've seen? Are you confident with his style and his tactics? It's going to work out next season.
literally the style and tactics, I'm confident in it based on what I've seen him done with Sporting. But apart from that,
it's not United though.
Saeed, I understand the angle you're coming from. But literally, if you look at the team, like we were playing a different pattern. But what we are doing now is not it's not in United blood. So what we are playing right now, we are going into a different style of play entirely, which Rome was not built in a day. It takes time. And Saeed,
you sound like Ten Hag, man. You sound like Ten Hag, man. You say you don't like Ten Hag. That's what Ten Hag said.
Ten Hag, you know one thing about Ten Hag? Ten Hag was flopping, bro.
Yeah.
He started the first 2 matches with his own style of play. Things goes wrong, he put it in the bin.
Yeah. True.
Then as time goes on,
he did abandon the style.
Yeah, as time goes on, he tried to come back, but the players were definitely not buying it anymore. If you believe in what he has, things might go wrong, but if you believe in what you believe in and you know your confidence in what you're doing, there's no reason to change it. You need to have that basis first. When the basis is standard, from there you can come in with different ideas. I heard people as well like Amorim doesn't have a plan B. Does Ange have a plan B or not?
To be fair, in the Europa League he did.
Because that was when he needed it most. He's trying to lay a standard.
We needed it most as well.
Saeed, sincerely speaking, they need it more than we do.
Oh my God, man! Seriously.
Bro, I listened to a guy earlier. Saeed, assuming we won that Europa League, the emotion and everything will make us forget so many things we need to correct. And next season we fall into the same problem. Saeed, bro, I understand the fun of winning a trophy every season. We've been sports, we're used to it. We're used to winning every season, no matter what, no matter how bad the season is. Under Alex Ferguson, we won. And even post Ferguson as well, we've won some scrappy trophies as well, innit? But assuming we won this Europa, it happened with Ten Hag, and Ten Hag came out like literally, he always win. Is that what we want? We get ripped apart by small team in Premiership. The pattern of play, we were outplaying in Old Trafford so many times under Ten Hag. But Amorim is not working outrightly yet, but you can see the passes are coming together. If we have the right players to do it, I'm not buying player for Amorim now. I don't want the structure to buy player for Amorim. Buy player for the team.
Yeah, I agree.
If Amorim goes tomorrow, the next manager coming in should be able to work with the players on ground. Not like we need to say 10 to 15 players before we continue. Is that a team?
Yeah. Okay. I've got to get more callers in. Adeji United,
bro,
thank you, man.
This is my first time on your channel, coming live, and I really appreciate it.
No, thank you, man. You
Keep
spoke
it up,
well.
man.
You spoke well, man. You spoke well. Big up to you, man. Love, bro. Love, man. Let's bring on Nathan. We're going to get more callers in, guys. There's a couple still waiting. You get me? We're going to be here for another 15, 20 minutes. Nathan,
you good, bro?
Talk to me.
What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm good. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just thinking, out of all the losses, bro, that we've had over these years, I think the one on Wednesday, genuinely, I don't think I've been rocked like that after a defeat, bro. Like,
yeah,
I've seen some bad ones, bro. The 5-0 Liverpool at Old Trafford, I was there, bro. North Stand, I was there. Till the end, it didn't feel like this. Even the 7-0 at Anfield, the 6-1 at Old Trafford, they were bad, but this one on Wednesday, bro, I felt like something died inside me, bro. Genuinely.
So, bro.
Like, I can't even imagine for you that went all the way there, what that must have been like. I can't even imagine.
You know what it was, bro? It's more like when you see the Tottenham fans celebrating. When that went, it just, all the emotions just hit you, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them. Like, do you see a way back for him? Like, be honest. Like, do you see a way back for the manager? Like, do you think it will work out in the end? Are we impatient as a fan base?
I would say in general we are impatient, but with this one, bro, we're 17th, bro. Like, me personally, I wouldn't say get rid of him, but if people are saying that, I can't hold that against them, bro. We're 17th, trophyless. Like, there's nothing that I'm only backing him because I want to see him at least have a summer window to bring in his players to see what that looks like. Because giving him Dorgu and Chido and Heaven, like, what's that going to do for him, bro?
I know.
So at least I want to see him have a summer window to get his players.
Yeah, man, it's not looking good, man. Right now, I can't lie to you. There's the whole club right now. It's dark times, man. You get me? Like next season, I don't know what the aim will be. You know what I'm saying? Top 6, don't know, 1 game a week. You think 1 game a week will
forget top 6, bro? We need to try and even finish in top half. That's what I'm saying. Top 6, forget about it, man. We're not good enough for that, bro. We have to just be honest as fans as well. We have to be honest. Like, because we're Manchester United, we think we have a divine right to be in these positions. We're not that good, bro.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah. Listen, Nathan, appreciate you coming on, bro. We'll catch up again.
Thank you, man.
Love. Big up to you, man. Let's get Ayo.
Hey, yo, big up, Saeed. What's up, man? Yeah, how you doing?
What's going on, man? You good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, doing well.
Yeah, man. What are you saying? What's the chat to me?
So honestly, I feel like obviously it was tough, the match, obviously on Wednesday. But I think the more I've been thinking about it, the more I realized that I actually think maybe it was for the best that we lost, because I think, with the open heart surgery that Rangnick was talking about, I would have loved if Rangnick stayed, but I feel that, at the end of the day, like sometimes you have to experience a low like this to fully be able to address the issues that we need for the long term. Again, I think when it comes to Amorim in or out, I think the main priority is, I think we need to focus more on what's best for the club. So at the end of the day, getting the players we need, like Cunha, hopefully if that gets done, a couple more Premier League proven players, I think is a step forward. And then once we get rid of the players that need to go, I think we focus on that. Like the other people said, getting players for the club is most important. And then after that, then we can basically see on what the next step is, if how he does next season. I think we still have to be able to, like I said, when it comes to giving him time, I would say, okay, maybe let's say before the international break, let's see how we do. If things are improving gradually, I would still say that, okay, at least we're able to give him benefit of the doubt and gave him at least 1 summer transfer window. But if things aren't doing well, then it's maybe a decision, then, okay, then we'll have to sack him. But I think that it's easy to react in the moment because obviously we lost the final, it's tough. But at the same time, I do think that we should be able to at least give him 1 summer transfer and see how things go.
Do you not think we fall into that mistake again with Ten Hag? Do you think it's different? Do you think you think what you've seen enough? Have people not seen enough though from this manager?
It's a fair point. But I think at the end of the day, Ten Hag still had at least multiple transfer windows, and then we were able to see that okay, things weren't working out. I think because this manager hasn't had a transfer window, it would be very harsh since he's trying to do something completely different. And if we don't give him that benefit of the doubt, I think this cycle of going through managers in and out, I think that we can see now that the manager isn't always the problem. It's the deep issues from the ownership to the board, all throughout the club from the top. So I think if we just continue this cycle of sacking managers, if we want to be a sacking manager club, fine. But I think that we should at least give him a transfer window, because even Ten Hag, we gave him multiple time an opportunity to prove himself. So, but I mean, what would you say regarding that? I mean, obviously in terms of Amorim,
I think you got a few fair points. I just think for me, it's like, yo, I'm one of them. Like, if you don't sack him now, then don't sack him next season, because I'm not here for no messing around, bro. Next season, I want to see a full season where, like, we no interim, because then we're gonna have to then start again, and then that player then gets
exactly.
Then you know what I mean? So I'd rather know. Right, we know what's going on. You backed him. Cool. Get him the players he needs. Then let's start properly.
I hear it. Like I also agree. I think sacking mid-season would definitely be better to just keep him for the whole season. So you're right. They need to decide now, do they want to sack him now, or do they want to keep him as their manager for the foreseeable future? So I agree. We don't want to do these mid-season sackings because it's not good for the direction of the club. It affects, how things are going in the process of the season. It really does.
You look very incompetent, man. You know what I'm saying?
It really does. Yeah. So we just hope for the best. We just have to see, that's all we can do.
Big up, man.
Yeah.
Big up to you, man. We'll
Same.
catch up
all the
again,
best,
though, man.
No problem. Take care. Have a good one.
You too, man. Love. Big up to you, man. I didn't even know what's your name, but big up to you. Anakin says, bring back Angel Gomez to United. I don't know where Angel Gomez is going, I don't know what he's going. So big up to Angel Gomez. Spades, what are you saying, bro?
Yo, Saeed.
What are you telling me?
You good, my bro?
Say that again?
Yo, Saeed. My phone isn't working right now. My phone isn't working right now. My phone isn't working right now. That's why it isn't working. My phone isn't working right now.
I can hear you.
My phone isn't working.
No, I get your phone isn't working. I can hear you.
Okay. So, How are you? By the way, I'm a
good.
big
I'm
fan
good.
of
How are
you.
you? How are you?
I'm a big fan of you. I'm a big fan of your work, and
Big up, man. Thank you.
I've been enjoying your videos since streamers or I really enjoyed. So I want to talk about Amorim, and I want to talk about the players in here.
Yes, go for it.
Personally, I think Amorim has to stay, even though he's done a really bad job. But I still need to give him some chance.
Why?
Because
Why?
we
Tell
don't
me
have
why.
a lot of managers right now who is very young and experienced. We don't have a lot of coaches, and we don't have that type of interest to attract. So I think he has to stay. But we need to be strict on how we judge him, because we last year on when we judged Ten Hag, it was quite bad because we gave him too much hope and he did us so badly. So we need him to judge him fairly. And also the players need to go out. I'm so sorry. They need to go out because they have caused us so many pain and they have caused us so many chances. Because when we had the time to sell them, we didn't. Now and we are getting punished because of that. So we need to sell them right now because these players, they ain't good. They ain't good for any manager right now. They've been so bad, so bad. I couldn't tell you how much they have caused pain for me.
Which players do you not like? Which players?
Almost all of them. Almost all of them. Except
who do you like then?
the new signings.
Who do you like?
Except the new signings, I hate all of them. All of the players.
You like all
because
of them?
they're so inconsistent. They don't turn up when we need them. They don't play consistently. Like for example, like Mazraoui, Xerxes, Euro, they need time. They need a right manager. They need a right atmosphere. They need, like a positive influence. But the players before Ten Hag and before the new signings, they were shit. They were shit. They've been performing like a academy player for the last I don't know how many years they've been performing, but they are clearly being they have been playing so bad right now. So I think they need to be sold. We need to be strict on the players who we sign also, because our recruitments have been bad, and now it's the time to sign young but also like have a high talented players, and also we need to sign some get ready like ready players that can impact the rebuild quickly. We need to be smart on this summer, and that's all I got to say. Thank you, and I've been a big fan of yours. And
Big
keep
up,
up your
man.
good
Big up.
work.
You spoke well. You spoke well, man. Big up to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Big up to Spades. Big up to Spades. Let's bring on Michael. Michael, what are you saying, bro?
Yes, what are you? What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, I'm blessed. What are you telling me?
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. In terms of United, I feel like we just need to stick with him. Just for a year or
Is that
two.
more just hope, or is that based on anything?
No, I just feel like we keep sacking managers, and also as well, like Ten Hag. The first season he had, we came third. We played shit football. I'm being honest with you. Like we played horrible football. We won the Carabao Cup, and then the second season, we won the FA Cup. Played shit football. I wanted the owners to sell him and just sack him, but we ended up keeping him. Some people were happy to keep him. We ended up going into the final season, and then we ended up being around the mid-table team. We sacked him, and Amorim comes in, and yeah, now we're 16th. We lost the final, and yeah, man. So
you know what it is with you. Do you think his style works? Do you think it's what do you think that's gonna be good about Amorim? Like what's there? If you were to say to me right now, right, this is what I'm gonna do to pitch why Amorim is gonna cook maybe next season. Like what would you say to me?
I feel like some fans don't feel like there's a style whenever you see United. I feel like there is a style, but it's not the best because of the players we have. And these players majority of them are from Ten Hag's. When Ten Hag came in, spent around 600, 700 million on over 10 players. 10 players are actually crap. 5 of them probably came from Ajax, I believe. Onana, De Ligt, and a few others came from Ajax as well. So I feel like Eric Ten Hag put Amrin in a bad situation. However, the owners bringing in Amrin, knowing that he was going to play a 3-5-3 or a 5-2-3. The owners knew that already. So if they knew that and they knew that the style was going to be different, then that's when the owners knew that if we do shit this season or if we underperform, it's just best to just stay with him. And also, there's a few fans as well that you also affiliate yourself with. Rants and Bants, yeah. He wanted Aaron to stay. He said, "Be patient, be patient, be patient." After the final, he's complaining he wants him out. How's it gonna work? You need to be patient.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, but then, obviously, there's that. Yeah, but then there's also what you see after. Like, come on, like, it's bad, bro. It's sackable.
No. I understand, but I feel like we just need to get all the virus out of the club. All the virus, all the deadwood, get them out of the club. All the shit players, everyone that's poison to the club, just get them out. One by one, get them out, and then all the good.
I agree with that.
Just keep them in the club, and then hopefully 2-3 years we actually properly compete. I'll say for next season, I want to see how he does till Christmas. Honestly, so hopefully he gets a signing he wants. We're probably not going to get the best players because we're in Champions League or Europa League, but I feel like I hope he gets 3 or 4 signings that he actually wants, and then hopefully by the time Christmas comes, we do see a style.
Yeah.
But I'll say in terms of United for next season, I think it's best we try to come top 10. I'm not going to be ambitious and say top 6 because that's probably unlikely.
Top 10, man. Let's see. He's got to play some extremely good football if he's going to finish top 10. Got to play some good football, entertaining goals. But listen, let's see, man. Let's see. Big up Michael, man. Love for coming on, bro.
Let's take care.
Big up, man. Big up to you. Let's bring on the next guest here, Omar. Is it Omar? I think. Yeah. Omar,
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
What are you saying, bro? You good?
Good. How are you? Big up, Saeed.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, man?
What do you think?
I think in case with Amorim, I think for me, he hasn't proved anything besides the Europa League. And I think when it came to the knockout stages of the Europa League, we got saved by 10 men.
Put your mic on, bro, so you can hear it.
Nah, I can hear you, but like I need to talk through the mic.
Yeah, talk through the mic. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's really it for me. I think Amorim's got to go. But I don't get the thing with when they say they need to stop removing managers, but they don't bring in any good managers in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do obviously it's one of them where you didn't anticipate it to be this bad. Did you think it would be this bad?
I didn't think it'd be this bad, 16th, but thing with Amorim, like what he proved at Liga Portugal, when I saw that, I didn't think it was enough for him to come during winter. I thought he would come this summer, get a decent transfer window, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. I thought he would at least get 11th or 10th, and I didn't expect the Europa League, but what he did in Europa League was all right.
Yeah. What next for you, man, in terms of player recruitment? Who do you want to see come into the football club? Who do you want to see out?
I feel the focus right now, I feel like would be first with getting rid of some players, making some money, and then the owners is a big thing, man. Get Ineos and the Glazer. Yeah. We have to, like, next season, remove all partnerships. Yeah. Season.
Okay, man. Listen, people, I'm going to move the callers on. Big up to you, Omar, man. We'll catch up again, man. Love. Big up to you. Let's bring on Ben. Ben next. Ben, you got about a minute and a half. Talk to me.
Yes, big up, Saeed. I'm just going to be jumping on Nerdin's channel after this, but first things first. Free Palestine, fuck Zionism.
Always,
bro.
Big
Always.
up, bro.
Solidarity to everyone. For me, with Amorim, obviously I spoke with you last time. Obviously I'm now Amorim out. I think this game, the Europa League, really was the final nail in the coffin for me, because I was very disappointed with him in terms of how much he vacates the midfield. I think Ineos have failed in regards to the recruitment. I think our next coach, they need to prioritize like a Xavi, like a De Zerbi, someone who utilizes and uses the midfield for their philosophy. Like, for example, Inzaghi, yeah, a lot of people give credit to Inzaghi for using the midfield and the wing backs, but I just think we need to go back to basics, go back to the 4 at the back instead of the 3 at the back. I think personally, the bigger picture, there's not many people online, like on social media, that are spreading the bigger picture. It's always been about Amorim, about the coach, about the players. I think we all need to come as a collective, as a fan base, and start protesting and emptying the stadium. I even said as well, we should even riot. Like, and I know I don't accept violence, but if this was a foreign club, mark my words, like AC Milan, like Real Madrid, they would be.
I think AC Milan today, I think they left after like 14 minutes. Did they?
They did, bro.
Like the ultras.
Yep. That's exactly. I couldn't really pronounce it well, but no, like I said, man, like shame on the 1958 for not hosting many protests this season. I think it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, like obviously I watched a lot of Mandem talk, and there's like, even before obviously the final, there was never really much talk about Ineos, like apart from like Nerd, and that's why I love Nerd a lot, man. He just talks, he's always 100%. But that's who I would get next in terms of the coach. It would be a Xavi or a De Zerbi, because they use the midfield. Obviously the players, obviously I spoke to you like in December, November, because obviously I was a big Ten Hag fan. Once Ten Hag gets sacked, we would see this with a proper coach, with the players. I've always called out the players. I think Bruno Fernandes is a disgrace to the football club. Obviously Onana, there's so many of them, and it's all down to Ineos. And that's it. Like, it all just comes back to them. Like a lot of people say, but you can't criticize the players. It's always the players. No, it is, because they put us in this fucking mud at the end of the day, man. And you know, I just want more. I just want, like, this is the message to everyone who's watching this, man. I just want us all to come collective and focus on the bigger picture, man. Amorim's only the icing on the cake. Amorim's the only, like, he's the top. Like, he's like the least of our concerns right now to get rid of him. We need to focus on the bigger picture, man. Then the players, then the coach. That's my final take. And I've always been 100% with everything, man. And I want to suffer more. Like, if Amorim's here next season, I want us to suffer even more, because I was so prepared for us to lose the Europa League final. I said to Nerden, I said, look here, I actually wouldn't mind us losing, because it will paper over the cracks if we win. And it'll maybe actually wake up a lot of the fan base, because you know the fan base is a major problem right now for this football club. But big up to you anyways, Saeed. I know you got a lot of colours, bro. Free Palestine, fuck Zionism, bro, always, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on, bro. Big up to Ben. Right, guys, you got about a minute to speak. Ramiz, a minute, bro. Chat to me.
Yeah, you good, bro? How are you, man?
Yeah, good, man. Good, bro. Good. We talk to me.
Yeah, you know, man. Manager out. I'm right out. That's it, man. To get this clown out, man. He has to go. I'm sorry, Said, but we're 16th, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Are you Amrin out?
Yeah, no, he's got to go. But for me,
yes,
we need to have a plan, though, man. We need to have a plan, man. The
plan is get this manager out. No, get this manager out. That's the plan.
Yeah.
It's just simple, but I know you got to go, of course.
What's Ineos doing? That's the problem.
Yeah, but them out as well. If they're so keeping them Ineos out as well. I'm sorry, but this ain't good enough, Said. You know this is Man United. We are a big club, man. We need to act like one. And brother, you need to hold a standard as well. I know you're my guy. I'm not taking this personal, but you need to hold the standards with the club as well. You got to raise everything, man. Come on, man. We've got to do better than this. This ain't good enough, man. You know it's not good enough. I'm sick of these fans as well, man. Oh, back the manager, do this. It's not. But yeah, but now I know I got carried away, but big up anyway. Sorry, man.
Big up to you, bro. We'll catch up again, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, big up, bro. See.
Big up Ramiz, man. Big up Ramiz. Let's bring on Michael. He's not put the light on in the house.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you, bro.
Oh, try and see me. Can you see me now? Hold on.
No. Can you not see him? You know what? Just say your bit, bro. Say a bit.
You know,
You got a minute. You got a minute.
I will say my bit. Yeah, I agree with the previous caller. Amrin has got to go. Wednesday was a damning indictment as to how he lacks proactivity, he lacks reactivity. When I saw at halftime, right? I know in hindsight he started Mason Mount, and I can understand why he put him ahead of Garnacho. Cool, because Mason Mount maybe he would offer something different. But if I'm Amrin, right, and Tottenham are defending, you would have at least, okay, put Ugarte on, free up Casemiro to help out Bruno, because Bruno was having an absolute stinker that game, right? And then I would say tell Ugarte to be a auxiliary third centre back. Him, Yoran Maguire. Tell them stay on the halfway line, stop any counter attacks, take a yellow card if you have to. Cool, right? You have Dogu and Mazraoui there. Okay, if it's not working, you push Bruno up forward. If he's still having a stinker, put Kobe on, let him be in the channels. Let Ahmad be on the channels as well, left channels. Dogu and Mazraoui at the wing backs. Swap Holding for Xerxes. If that's still not working, then you put Garnacho on. I understand he's going, what he did wasn't right, but I would have put Garnacho at wing back, put Mazraoui on as well. Give us a dimension, or switch to a 4-2-3-1, you know, or have like still with Euro Maguire your centre backs, Ugarte help out, you know, the destroyer, you know, and at least have like 7 attackers there. We have Ahmad, Xerxes, and Mazraoui on the right, combining Kobe, Garnacho, maybe Bruno or Ericsson, because Bruno's having a stinker again. And then, or if Bruno still has to stay on the pitch, let him be a false 9. Since he's not passing properly, then he can all he has to do is just focus on shooting. At least finish with 7 attackers. We could have had more chances, hit the bar, hit the post, could force the keepers to saves, blockages in line. At least I would say, you know what? We tried everything, we threw the kitchen sink, but it wasn't our day. But Amrin finished the game with 5 defenders, just like he did against Leon with 10 men. Yeah. When Leon had 10 men, we did the same thing. Sat back, allowed Leon to come at us.
Okay.
Now, it's not on. I think Amrin has shown that, yes, he's come for the Portuguese league, but it's not as competitive as the Premier League. Every opponent is different, and you have to adjust your team to every opponent, you see? And for me, and one final thing, right? What I didn't think it was a mistake, but I had my suspicions here. But letting Rashford and Anthony and Sancho go, yeah, Rashford is making runs. There was one point in the game where I think Garnacho had the ball. Holding's not making a run, but I'll tell you what, Rashford's making that run, right? I'll tell you what, Anthony will probably do a good job at right wing back. That would have freed Ahmad to go like in the channels, go closer to give Tottenham an extra thing to think about, right? I would have even having Sancho could have helped, but guess what? Amrin let those guys go. I mean, I know Rashford's been in the press for all the bad reasons, but I would have, when I came to Man United, I would have sat him down and said, look, Rashford, I know you've been for wrong reasons, but I need you to be my player. You've been the longest at the club. You've been here since you were a kid. Be that senior guy to set an example for the attackers. And one more thing I will say, everyone's saying, like Amrin needs a window, this. Like, Ralph Rangnick came in, only had 5 games, and he said we needed open heart surgery. Did we give him a window? No. Amorim has come in and said some wild things. Okay, fair enough. He needs quality players. He said like some wild things, yeah, and he has brought us from 4 points from the top 4 to 29 points away from Europe, and we're 16th. Like Moyes, Pereira, and what's his name, Potter, they've had less time than Amorim, yeah, and they're all finishing above us. Amorim's had 6 months. That's 2/3 of the season. The season is 9 months.
2/3, yeah. Right? I can't lie. Yeah. But listen, bro, I'm gonna get some more callers in. But now, big up to you, Michael. But you spoke well, man. Big up, bro. Big up, man. Big up to you. Let's bring on Jose. Jose, you got about a minute and a half.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about like the final on the Europa League. I will say I'm very disappointed after Amorim. I guess we should say it is his final. It's the first final on Europa League. I never thought on any player or any manager. But the problem is the players. I would say the Hollywood and the Garnacho. I'm not gonna say it is the worst. It is the worst. I never thought these kind of players at some any dumbed. I'm sorry for to your concern, but I never thought. And Bruno Fernandes, I was gonna say, is for my Portuguese, and I'm not gonna complain it, but it is in a bad time when Man United got rotten about the owners by Ineos, the Glazers. Oh my god, and it is tough, but I've seen Man United on the glory days, winning the Champions League with Ronaldo and Rooney. I guess you should. It is tough.
Yeah, tough. It's tough, but do you see hope next season?
Maybe, but the Amorim, I would say, I really had confidence for Amorim because I'm a Sporting fan, and I'm very thankful for my club. He had two leagues, and I'm seriously think they have some hope. It has some time, and I'm not gonna say any word from any players of Amorim. It has to be reset. Reset the players, and just give it to the manager until they did this next season, or maybe one of the 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm sorry, one of the 2 seasons. Okay, and
yeah, all right, cool.
Look,
that's fine. Big up to you, man. Thank you for coming on, Jose, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you. Listen, people, we're gonna get one more caller in, and that's Abdurrahman. You're the last caller, bro.
So let's just put Ruben Amorim aside. So when we had Jose Mourinho out and we had Ole, we were in the Champions League, right? So we beat PSG. We got knocked out in the quarterfinal. That season was not so bad, right? But we also qualified for Europa League, so it wasn't that good. But then he stayed the next season. We went to Europa League final. He didn't place as bad as Amorim as of right now. So we also lost the final. But Ruben Amorim came right now. He's been there for 6 months. We're 16 in the league. He's put players in, and then we have Hoyland for right now. He's not as good as we want him to be. So yeah, and then we have Zixki, but he improved very well so far this season, because he was doing pretty bad, but then now people recognizing him as a technical player. I've seen Garnacho rumors about him leaving. To be honest, I wanted him to stay because he has a lot of room to improve. So that's all I have to say for today.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Abdurrahman, man.
You
Love
too.
for coming on. Big up to you. Listen, people, we are going to wrap it up there, man. There you go, people, man. We got through to most of the callers. If I didn't get to you, then obviously, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Guys, if you could hit the like button on the video, that would be amazing on your way out. Let's try and get to 500 likes. I don't know if we've hit 500 likes yet. Have we hit it? We got 6 likes away, guys. 6 likes away from 500 likes. Guys, hit the like button on your way out, people. That would be amazing. Big up to everyone who showed love on the call-in show. And yeah, next time, guys, come in. Next week, we'll be live. Get here early, man. We'll be live for 2 hours and 21 minutes. So we're normally live for about 2 hours. So we've been live for 20 minutes more, man. But listen, people, hit the like button. And this guy here, look at this guy.
Yo, what's good?
All right, you're the last caller.
Okay. So, wait.
You got a minute.
Yeah. So what needs to change at the club? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we need to do a full I think we need to empty out the club. I can't lie.
Okay.
Get all the players out. Get in new players. Get the owners out first of all. What do you think?
No, this is your moment, bro. Keep talking.
I thought we were gonna have a conversation. You know, I'm not.
No. This is your time. You got a minute.
Oh, forget it, man. Forget it. I'm nervous, innit?
No. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. What do you think about the players? How many players should come in?
I reckon because we're not playing in Europe. Yeah, we don't need depth next season.
Yeah.
I think we need more outgoings than incoming.
Okay.
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, yeah, I think Bruno needs to go. Because we're gonna get a good amount of money for him. And
big rebuild needed, yeah. Big rebuild needed.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No,
That's all
I
I gotta
agree.
say, to be honest.
In terms of the manager, you still keep him still positive about Amorim?
I back Amorim, yeah, 100%. I mean, even he said he doesn't want to come mid-season, and the reason is exactly this: he doesn't have his own players. He needs a couple windows.
Okay. Big up to you, man, Shimbo, man. Next time, come early, yeah. We'll chat more.
Yeah, say nothing.
Love. Big up to you. Listen, people, I'm gonna wrap it up there. We're gonna raid Nuruddin's channel. Go check out Nuruddin. He's live right now, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Man United and Aston Villa game. Can we get to 40 points? See you tomorrow.